Actually, he used the word eminently. I like how all the European people are so much better at English than we are.
They've had it longer.
They have.
There you go. They had it longer. I don't know. Watching the Great British Bake Off, I did say aloud, do they even speak English? Because then they just say whatever comes out of their mouth on the Great British Baking Show. All right, 231. Let's go. The final faxpiration question. Wait. We're not having a faxpiration question. Someone called dibs and already sent me music. Wait, did they? Or did that? Yeah. It was Lex. All right, Lex already called dibs. Lex,
Like
what was the
cutscene?
music? It was like the credit music from Near Automata, whatever it is. So
Wait.
Near Automata, yeah.
I mean, I guess that could work too. But I think I sent you something on DM.
Oh, you did? Okay. You send me so many DMs. Let me sort through. There's tips and tricks on rivals. That's definitely what
The other ones aren't safe for work.
And let's see. Man, it was a pretty chatty week. Oh, I see it. Oh, I thought I thought that you sent me a screenshot to use for like the thumbnail. I didn't realize this was music. Okay.
Oh.
Yeah. I was like,
point.
yeah, I mean, that works. It looks like a sad ending. All right. The music's playing. The scene is set. Go for it.
All right. So at this point, we pick up a couple years after Vulture has been living and working alongside Sydney for their business. And one day, Sydney gets a business offer from a well-known but around these parts slimy business mogul named Ambrose Muglin to work on some kind of special project. They discuss it for a little while and ultimately decide to attend this meeting at least to see what it's all about. However, through the form, Muglin was initially polite, but as the meeting kind of went on and he started to kind of be a little bit more suspicious, and both Sydney and Vulture politely turned him down, saying that they're probably not in the right line of work to kind of assist him with what he needs. A couple days later, two of them are conducting a business deal with one of their clients for some merchandise that they had brought over from the gunworks, when all of a sudden shield marshals burst onto the scene and a firefight ensues. Sydney and Vulture make it a quick exit. However, as they are just about to get out of sight, a stray bullet hits Sydney from behind and drops her. Vulture tries his best to pick her up and carry her away. However, he can hear the boots of the various shield marshals starting to pursue them. And Sydney, realizing that she's just going to be slowing him down, tells him to just let her go. He reluctantly tries to continue pushing on, but Sydney, defiant, pushes off of him and onto the ground and tells him to go. Vulture, realizing the situation that they're in, says that he will find her at some point, and he disappears into the Alkenstar night. Over the next couple of days, he does his own little investigation to figure out what the heck happened, and going through some of his various contacts and people who were friendly to both him and Sydney, he realizes that one of the associates of a client that they were meeting had gotten an anonymous donation to him if they were to reveal the location of the meeting spot. Vulture does his best to pursue this person, and when he finally does, he's able to get confirmation that this man was paid off by Muglin to find a way to get Sydney arrested by the shield marshals. However, the shield marshals were also watching this man, and unfortunately, Vulture tries to escape but is captured. A couple days after that, as we see time pass, the camera is watching the gate of Alkenstar open in the morning, and we see a convoy starting to head out into the the Manaways Desert. It's flanked by this covered wagon is flanked by multiple individuals riding either clockwork horses or dinosaurs. On one is a very large lizard folk with crocodilian features and a small cowboy hat. Hard to see, but right beside him is a well-dressed but pudgy halfling, as we recognize Ambrose Muglin. On the other side of the wagon is a white-furred Colo with a wolfish grin and a cowboy hat. Beside him is a small pink-scaled kobold with oversized Coke bottle goggles and a cowboy hat as well. And leading this convoy is a slim, athletic, elven woman with piercing heterochromia eyes staring forward to their destination in the Manaways. As the camera kind of pans around to the back of the wagon, we see that it's actually a cage that's covered over by a tarp. And we see multiple individuals who are chained together and also to the floor of this wagon. We see an elven woman with brunette hair, and copper eyes, and flakes of copper on her skin. We see a gray furred catfolk with one of his arms glowing with a pulse of magic. We see a gray-skinned halfling with fiery red hair. We see a elderly dwarven woman, but still athletically built. And then finally, the camera pans over to a familiar-looking automaton wearing a cowboy hat and a plague doctor mask. And he looks up, and his gaze meets the camera. That scene fades to black. But then fading into the scene, we see the title, Outlaws of Alkenstar High Noon. Bang, 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 bang. Gunshots ring out. Bullet holes pierce through the sign, splintering, cracking it, and then shattering it as it falls into the darkness. And then the last thing we hear is tick, 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 tick. As we open up on our scene.
Wow, I see what you did there. I see what. All right, that's pretty good. All right, let's give you your Fey Expiration boon. There you go. And then you're somewhere in this pile, I think. There you are. All right. Does anybody, for a third hero point, which could be very useful today, and a third hero card draw, want to sum up what happened last week? Belle and Nora with a sleepy 2. Going once?
Getting him out of the way now.
That bad, I get to say.
Going twice? Nobody else is rolling. That's weird. All right. Scarlet must have a maple cupcake in their hand. That's why they can't reach the mouse. All right. Belle and Nora, what happened last time?
We opened on the gear smoke, where we are in our climactic final interaction with Angelique Lovelace and her many cronies in this conspiracy to destroy and remake Alkenstar. The session began with my hands on the bomb. We had just found the very last one on the ship. And before I could even really begin to work on it, it fell through the floor, carrying me along with it. Above me, my allies fought shield marshals and automatons. A vulture, Walter, ran from a solo multi-boss battle and ran about the ship trying to get back to us. And then stacked the deck, almost one-shotted Angelique Lovelace, only to later one-shot Angelique Lovelace. Karen did some badass maneuvering through the ship to get to me, just in time to protect me from Angelique's scorn. Basically, as the session continued on, the bomb continued to fall through the floors. It slid down the hallways, just kind of ragdolling me along with it, and just everyone trying to keep up, trying to stay near this thing, trying to disarm it in time. And here we find ourselves. 12 seconds. I can't say it went great last time, but we have a few checks done. And all we gotta do is finish disarming this, and then we'll see about securing the boat. But
All right.
I'm in bad shape, and I'm hoping to make it.
Oof. Okay. Yeah. Take your third hero point, your third hero card draw. Everybody, discard last week's hero cards. Draw up your new hero cards. There could be a solution hidden in those decks. Probably not, but there could be a solution hidden in
Get
those
an
decks.
automatic success on a crafting check.
Now, keep in mind, you guys are one of the last two groups using our old Faxpiration system. Fanspo system. Alas, there's only one Fanspo in the tank. So, let us see how things go in this session where, as Josh pointed out in Discord, you might not want to do rerolls, because if you reroll a nat 1, you're stuck with it and you will set off the bomb. So you got to be really smart about these dice rolls. Real smart about these dice rolls. Alright, take you guys over to the gear smoke.
Yeah, but if we also just fail to do it in time, it also blows up.
Correct.
That is true.
It's not like we can just dilly die like, oh, I don't like this roll. We'll just
Man.
try another one.
Just
Feels like your
use
GM puts you guys in some real stressful situations. I'm just saying. Feels like you get put in. You know what though? My Thursday group, the Skyhaven, first combat was a breeze. Like we were just like chilling, just hanging out, playing with
Nice.
puppies. Yeah, playing
that's
with
that's what it was on that side of the screen.
They were pug-like.
Yeah, and they were really old. They were so old that they had special abilities for being old. Yeah, it was nice. All right, let's get some stressful music.
I didn't realize dogs like plants.
Yeah, they are omnivores. Cats are the pure carnivores. All right, so if this music is too weird or too distracting or too stressful, we can swap it out for something more familiar, like the Metal Gear Alert music, which is just fantastic. All right, but this is specifically called Imagine Yourself as a counter-terrorist rushing to defuse a bomb. Extended mix.
Okay,
Okay.
I'm on board.
So someone's robot took the time to make this music that they think is what a counter-terrorist would be listening to in their AirPods while they disarmed a bomb. And I thought, that's us. That's us right now. You'll notice the bomb's health bar here. You need to get that red bar to 0. All right. Did we leave ourselves any notes in chat? Let's find out. Pinned by Crash Gem. 6 days and 21 hours ago. Teleporter tile 40 feet below ship. Oh, that was another stack special. Okay. There's 3-5 on bomb. Round 10 effects have resolved. Oh, thank God for that. Stack and bomb hangover side of busted wall of ship. I must be over here. And then... Oops. Hold on. I moved the whole wall. Alright, and then top of round 10, bomb blows at end of round 11. Ooh, that is stressful. Wowee. Okay. Play passes to Zenny. Zenny, you are currently missed in this bedroom, yeah? Over here? Are you with us? Did we lose Zenny? Maybe? Did we lose me? Testing, 1, 2, 3.
I hear you.
Oh, okay. Alright, we will delay Zenny for now. Stack the deck to you.
Okay. To clarify, all of my time spells will not work on this thing because it's not a creature.
Correct, it is an object.
Okay.
Remember, we need to hasten at the beginning of our turns.
Oh yes, remember, there is a special thing in this encounter where you can gain 1 extra action, but you take 10 true damage, or you can take 2 extra actions, but you take 20 true damage and are fatigued.
That's for the people who want it to be easy, or have more than 10 hit points.
I guess I'll do the 2 extra actions.
Okay. 2 extra actions. You're gonna take 20 damage and be fatigued.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Which means you will not be able to access this ability again while fatigued. But a shot of coffee would do you right.
Yeah, I have a. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Okay, yeah, so what are you gonna do with these 5 actions that you have?
So I do have a spell that would make a zone of quickening.
Uh-huh.
I don't know if anyone want that.
I think you're the
What-
only
what do you mean,
person
is it
over
that
there.
normal? Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Like-
Ketrin's right next to you.
Okay. I'm saying I don't know if she wants to be.
Yeah, I don't
quickened
know
or
if
not.
it's... I don't know if... I mean, I don't... Does anything bad happen if you're quickened?
No, I mean, I need 2 actions to do it, or I can just work on the
Oh.
bomb.
You should
work
be
it,
using
yeah.
2 interactions on the bomb. It takes 2
Yeah.
actions per.
It's 2 interactions to try to disarm the bomb.
All right, sure.
I'm not saying I don't have belief in stack, but if the wild surge goes off,
I mean, it's only been good.
It's
He
only
said
been good
50
so far. It's only been good
50
so far.
According to Stack Industries, okay, the scientist over at Stack Industries, he has had 54 wild surges this campaign, and only 2 of them were quote-unquote catastrophic.
And now that that's
Yeah.
been deleted,
Okay, so can I use thievery to attempt to disarm this bomb?
Are you wearing thieves' tools?
Yes.
All right, and you have a hand free,
Yes.
and you have another hand free to hold onto the bomb
Mm-hmm.
because you're dangling over the edge.
Yeah.
All right, then oh wow, you're gonna drop what you're holding to do this?
Yeah, I think I already did. I got hit by the thing and I had to hold on.
Oh yeah, okay. All right, then it's disarming the bomb time. It's a DC 30. If you critically fail, you detonate the bomb. It's 2 pack-a-mans.
Hmm. I'm not sure I don't have any bonuses for this. Okay.
We believe in you, stack the deck.
Alright. I don't have advantage or anything.
This is a DC 30 thievery check to disable device.
Ooh.
31. That is a success. Oh no! What happened to our boss bar?
But I see it. It's at the top. It says bomb and it's all grungy.
Okay. All right.
One more, I guess.
Oh my god.
oh,
Oh,
Holy
so close.
shit! All right, it only requires 1 more check, and then it's over.
Work.
Alas, you have 1 Pac-Man left. What do you want to use that Pac-Man to do?
I don't think I get this far. I don't think I get th-
belief. You have to have belief.
You can invest an action into the next round, which is what I've been doing.
But you would
don't
still
have
need to be adjacent. You would have to remain adjacent to the bomb until your next turn, or you would lose that invested action.
Okay, sure. I'll invest the action into the next turn, I guess.
Okay.
And then I guess I'll be the end, right?
Yeah, that would be the end of your turn. All right, play past this to domineering shield guy. I don't even know where he is. I don't know what floor he's on. I don't know where
I
he
think
got
got
left.
teleported in the last round.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we're just gonna remove him from combat, I guess. There we go. All right, important glass buccaneer is up. All right, it is prone, which means it's gonna be very hard for it to follow you guys. Follow you guys down. A little rude of you to leave your little brother behind. I specifically told you to keep an eye on him. It's gonna stand up, 1 Pac-Man. Run to the edge, 1 Pac-Man. And just fall right over the edge. And then it's going to try and reflex save, grab the windowsill. Which it does expertly. So it is hanging right outside the window. A temptation that Zenny will be hard pressed to ignore. Alright, that is his turn. Walter, to you.
hurts.
Walter, you can see this guy in the window.
Oh, for fuck's sake. One Pac-Man to stand up. Man, he has no idea what anything is going on in the ship itself, so...
Maybe back in initiative.
Oh, you're back in? Alright, you want to jump back in? I think I can hear you. Is that Josh? Is it the
No.
ghost of Josh? Alright. Alright. Are you on computer or are you theater of the mind?
Computer.
Okay. So are you jumping back in before Walter goes?
Correct.
Alright. Walter. Not yet. Zenny
I'll
in
sit
mist
back
form.
down.
What's up?
I'm RPing as a misty form, obviously, with this terrible sound.
Okay.
You can slide me up to the next vent over.
Oh, okay. The next vent over.
Ah.
Alright, so left or right?
Oh, can I not go to the northern vent?
Oh yeah, you can. Hold on. Alright. It is a
Right.
room.
Then you can put me down on the floor.
Okay.
I don't know if I'm like... Yeah, and then
Alright.
I'll gas my way through the door.
Okay. You are in the hallway. You see Bella.
Okay, so that would be 1, 2... I'll do the adrenaline thing to just get fatigue and whatnot.
Okay, so you're doing the 2 extra actions thing? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright.
Make sure I can fix spell. I'll spend an action to no longer be missed.
Alright, that puts
So
you down
that's
to
3
14
actions
hit
now.
points. Okay. You're no longer missed. Okay.
Doctor's visitation.
Alright. Do you need me to roll it or you got it?
No, I just accidentally disabled my mic. That was-
Okay.
Be healed, but Ella. Oh wait, no,
Alright.
sorry that we have to find. I have to do a check. I succeed. I'm able to heal you despite my claw hands.
You almost scratch her. She's a little nervous.
Okay.
Thank you,
So
Zenny.
that's 1, 2, 3, 4. So I still have my quickened action and the 1 more bonus action, right?
Correct.
On the fatigue. Okay, then swap my gun for my healing flash, which is a free action, but it is an interact,
Okay.
so that requires a check, obviously.
Yep.
Yeah.
No problem. No
Uh,
problem.
Okay, and then I'll heal Balanor with that.
Alright.
Yeah, it'll be fine. It'll be fine.
Okay.
Okay,
And that
so
is
the
your
amount of healing
6
that this
Pac-Mans?
No, that was the 5th out of 6, obviously.
Oh, okay. Oh, right, because it's a free action to switch it out. Okay.
Yeah, I know. Oh, for God's sake, come on, game. A level 10. That's the.
I'll take it. It's enough. Thank you.
Yeah, it is now rebelling against me. I don't know where the slash is on my keyboard. Can you type /roll30 so that you actually get the right amount of heal?
Oh.
And then I'll figure out why it's giving me an English keyboard. Oh, there we go. I found the German keyboard button. Having issues today. Okay, so I have 1 action left.
Did I just get
I
30
don't
hit
wanna-
points?
Yeah, undo that 3 damage. You're supposed to get 30.
Okay, I'll add 27.
I'll use my battle manners on myself so that I don't die to this fucking thing crushing me in this.
Yeah. I would suggest you heal yourself. Thank you for all the healing.
Oh, for God's sake.
Oh,
It's assurance. I didn't pick assurance. It's supposed to just be guaranteed. Which would be 2d8 plus 15.
Okay, so you were doing it with assurance, or you were rolling?
Well, I get it guaranteed with assurance with no risk whatsoever of failure with that DC. So yeah, I was doing it with assurance.
Okay.
I just barely missed the input or something.
Okay.
That's what I'm supposed to do. However, there's of course a fail chance on this. I believe that failed, so I hope I do.
Okay.
Okay, I managed to heal myself. That's my turn.
Oh, all right. Play passes to Walter.
Stand up from prone with one Pac-Man.
Okay. Okay.
I look into the hallway, about to start running, and then I hear fucking mini Terminator behind me. Just leave me alone. He's gonna take a 5-foot step. He's going to attempt a shove action.
Oh, okay.
I'm also gonna burn a hero point for this. Shove. Fire. Fantastic.
Oh. Okay. You gonna reroll or just accept that you fall prone?
Well, I used the hero point to roll with advantage, and the highest was a 3. Die.
Oh, okay. So you gave yourself advantage before you rolled. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Then, yeah, you do not, with a 19, push him out the window. Okay. You have
Does it seem
one.
within... No, it was higher than that.
Oh yeah, these guys are really tough. All right, you have one Pac-Man remaining.
That was it.
Oh, that was it.
I had to stand up from prone.
Oh, buddy. Okay. Fearful Shield Marshal. He doesn't know what to do. He is going to move to here. He's gonna open this door. He's gonna go inside this room. That's his three Pac-Mans. All right. Ketrin, to you. Pretend your stomach's upset. Run to the bathroom real quick. Or at least tell me what you want to do. Are they there? Yeah?
I think they're probably away.
Okay.
Wait, is it my turn? I'm sorry.
It's your turn. It's your
Okay.
turn. Stack has there's one disarm left on the bomb. And Stack is on the bomb, but the bomb is hanging out of the boat, and the boat is hanging over the edge of the waterfall. The ship is likely to tip back in the other direction one more time.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna I want to climb on the bomb for one action.
All right.
And I would then like to it's 2 actions, right? To aid, I'm going to aid
one and a
Bella.
one and a reaction.
Yeah.
So
okay.
yeah, okay. So you're ready to aid whoever needs to do the bomb. Okay.
Yes.
All right. And I'm
is there
assuming
any way I can do a
athletics to
third-
stabilize it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is there any way I can do a third action to like hang on to the bomb extra hard when I move? I don't know how I would do that.
So in place of like the cover action, which is a 1 action thing that you can do, we will say that you give yourself a circumstance bonus to the checks to hold on to it.
Okay.
So so rather than taking cover, you're like gripping the bomb extra tight in anticipation. All right, sounds good.
All right.
All right, Bella, assuming things are going to go the way that they've been going, this bomb is going to rocket straight down this hallway at you like a bullet train. Oh, and Zenny. Which means it's coming to you. What are you going to do about it?
Well, God, I'm really nervous that these doors... I saw a guy walk into that door. I really hope I... Oh my God. So, hold on. Hold on, Pathfinder. I want to open this door next to me, but Zenny is... my arms are too short, and Zenny is there.
Reach. Yeah, 5 foot reach.
Do I have 5 foot reach?
Yeah, so I figured out on Thursday why no one's been able to open doors anymore. It's because in my obsession with levels, I went and changed everyone's height to 0 so that they would stop hitting their head on stuff. And when I
They're all
made you
ants.
guys, when I made you guys 0 height, it was like, well, someone with 0 height definitely can't reach this door. So is it the left door or the right door for you? Top or bottom of your monitor?
Bottom.
All right, one Pac-Man. You open the door. It's a
Oh,
bedroom.
thank God. Oh God. I wish there was some kind of one Pac-Man action I could use to drag Zenny in here with me.
Yeah,
but I'm
you can.
stuck.
It's called reposition.
But no, I need to get in the room.
Oh, I see. Well,
listen.
you could have at the start of your turn taken some adrenaline damage to get extra action.
Oh.
Do you want to do that? It's still early on.
I'll take 10.
Yeah. All right, you take 10 to
so
get one more back.
Then I'll stride into the
Okay.
room.
I'll do the 10 damage to you real quick.
Thank you. And then I'm going to attempt to reposition Zenny in an extremely meek and meager effort.
I would say that you'd want to reposition them first because you can't pull them into an occupied space.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'll move you back out. Go ahead and do the reposition on Zenny. Since you are their willing target, I'm assuming, that would increase it by 1. Yeah. It'll increase your success by 1. I do like Dom Odyssey's thing that a critical fail cannot be increased by 1, and you basically fall down trying to move the other person. I thought that was kind of neat. I don't know if I'm gonna implement that or not in this game.
Listen. If that's
Oh, that means you can. Yeah, it doesn't make any sense really. Yeah. So okay.
If there's a chance of me falling, I can't afford.
No. It's fine. It's fine.
Okay.
Go for it.
Sorry. Overwhelmed. Scared. Here we go. I've never used reposition, so I'm looking for it right now. Raise shields. Reposition, I see it. -1.
For repair.
Yeah. Okay. I tried.
All right, so that gets moved to a failure, but you aren't able to move Zenny. All right.
I say, I'm sorry, Zenny, I'm too weak.
Oh. All right. You move out of the way. Okay.
And I'm stunned, so that's all I got.
Oof. All right. Stun should clear automatically. If it doesn't, make sure it does. All right, and then the crew. I mean, they're doing stuff in the background. All right, as we move into the final round, question mark, round 11, we do have to figure out what the heck happens. All right, round 11, the boat is going to rock hard back to the right. So let's grab that gear smoke. Hazard stable. And throw rocking boat out there. Now, as it rocks, but before you guys deal with it, those of you affiliated with the bomb, there is a grinding sound and stack. It turns out, if Ketron had not climbed onto the bomb to be a counterweight, you and the bomb would have fallen out of the ship and down the waterfall. I just wanted to throw that out there. So if Ketron hadn't done that, you and the bomb would have just fallen 500 feet into the river below.
Thank you, Karen.
River below. So they provided that counterbalance. Because of the counterbalance, it does like a Jamaican bobsled. Start heading down the hallway. Like a fucking bullet train.
Catch it for you, Bella.
Stack, would you like to use your reaction to hold on to the bomb?
Sure.
All right, give me a. I believe we're doing reflex 27. It says here. Sorry, acrobatics or athletics 27. Acrobatics or athletics. All right, that's a success. Ketron, athletics or acrobatics 27 with a +1 bonus. You can roll for them if they're not currently here. Let's see. Master of Athletics. God damn. Alright. Oh yeah, no problem. Alright. So the two of them stay on there as it careens towards Zenny down the hallway. I like how slow it's moving in Foundry. Yeah. Like frame by frame down the hallway. Zenny, as it's approaching, I need you to give me a reflex save as it's about to barrel you over and do quite a bit of damage.
33.
All right, that is a success.
I believe
so-
for me upgrades to a crit success, but I'll find out
Ooh.
in a sec.
Okay, that's really good, because otherwise you'll take half damage.
I guess not.
Oh, okay. All right. Here is the damage.
Yeah, I guess it's will that upgrades to a crit success for me. Oh, well.
All right. So you're gonna take half of this bludgeoning damage, 36. So 18.
Yeah,
All right. You good to go?
I'm fine.
All right. It smashes through the wall at the end of the hallway and falls into and down the elevator shaft.
What? No.
There it goes.
How many pounds does this
Alright.
thing weigh? Like a ton? Maybe half a ton?
As it smashes
Seems about
into the top of the elevator, there isn't a top of the elevator. As it smashes into the elevator platform, it slows down because this entire floor of the ship is underwater. All right, so I'll go ahead and set you guys to a height of 0. Let's see. Zenny would be at a height of 0. And Katrin would be at a height of 0. Alright. And so it sinks. And fortunately, if it wasn't like completely flooded, that impact might have been enough to detonate the bomb. So it, hits the water and just clunk, like sinks to the bottom. So everyone on this floor in the cargo bay, you are underwater. You look over, you see the deactivated glass elephant is also underwater. Water is gushing in through the sides of the ship. So this wall back here would be, some of it would be missing from the water that is gushing in. All right. So that adds some exciting changes to this scenario.
Did I ask
Yes,
for a
exciting.
cameraman there?
Yeah, sure. And then let's see. I'll grab a cameraman. All right, a familiar barrel is nearby.
Floating on the water.
Yeah, floating in the water. Yeah. Okay. Immediately, Larry checks it for rare fish. So, on instinct. On instinct. All right, and that is actually all that happens in round 11. Yep. Okay. So, and the back end of the passenger area. I don't think any of you can see it, but I'll just tell you, it is filled with water now. So when it tips back to the left, all of that water is going to go with it.
And we won't
So
have to worry about that for round 12.
All right, so Stack underwater, gripping the bomb with one hand, tools in the other. Your turn is about to start. Do you take Adrenaline Surge damage 10 to get one more Pac-Man, or do you just see what happens?
Just see what happens.
Okay,
Because
so
I
you
mean,
have
it takes. Well, I have the one invested action.
you have the
right?
one
And
invest, so
then-
you'll have 2 chances this turn. You'll have 2 chances this turn.
Okay, sure, yeah. Go down to
All
10
right.
HP.
Okay.
Um,
Oh, so now you'll have 3 Pac-Mans plus you're invested, so you'll be able to attempt the bomb twice and have 1 action left over. Ooh, that's not gonna do it. Do you want a hero point or fanspo reroll?
I tell you how.
Is it close enough that my aid check could help?
Your aid check's got to go off. Shit, actually that will, because if you're using athletics to steady the bomb, right? And you're a
Yes.
master of athletics, if you critical this, it'll be really good. All right, go for it.
Okay. I'm heading there. I'm heading there. I can do it.
Okay.
I can do it. Okay. All
All
right.
right. Give me an athletics check.
Why? There we go. Skills. Bomb is in the way. Skills, athletics. There it is. And roll. Oh. Well,
All right.
Wait, I have a thing.
Okay. Shared luck. You are evidence that it's likely to be traveling. You're not a halfling.
I know, but you can pick this
Cultural
up.
appropriation.
How did you
You-
pick it up?
It's like shared luck was like also a catfolk thing, but for some reason it has halfling
Oh, okay.
proficiencies.
No problem. No problem. I get it. Amurans are invisible to the designers. Okay. As usual, your ally must use a new result. I mean, here's the thing. It's going to be a critical success because aiding is really low
yeah.
DC.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Skak, if Ketrin hadn't been on the bomb, you'd probably be dead because you and the bomb would have fallen out of the ship. And now, if Ketrin was not holding this thing still, the rushing water would be knocking you off the bomb or the bomb away from you. But her sturdy, nun-like presence keeps the bomb pinned, keeps your nerves steel, and together you guys are able to disarm the final bomb.
Yay!
Good work, guys.
Woo! All right. Yeah. Now I guess you just have to get off the ship? Question mark?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'll swim upwards. I don't know if anybody wants the bomb stuff, but I need a breath.
Yeah,
Okay, no problem. So
Probably
Stack.
do collect it. 'Cause it's still detonating. Something hits it.
So Stack, you have 3 more Pac-Mans left. What are you gonna do?
I guess swim to the surface, unless anyone wants to dismantle the bomb or
It'll take ages.
yeah.
The other ones took like 2 hours.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess I'll just swim away. Is there like, can I swim up? Is that how this was working?
Yeah. So swimming up is, I believe, difficult terrain, even if you have a swim speed. No, that doesn't make sense. That's flying up. Do you have a swim speed? First question. The answer is obviously no. Okay. Then you do need to give me, I think, a swim check from the basic action macro.
Basic action, swim.
It's athletics, but yeah.
Athletics, okay.
Yeah. All those sub actions again, they just scour your character sheet to make sure you don't have any bonuses specific to that sub action. All right, so I would say an 18, given the situation, is enough that you could start swimming up. So let's see, you move through the water. When you swim, do you just do your normal speed? Let's see. Swim. You attempt an athletics check to move a maximum of 10 feet through the water. The DM determines the DC based on the turbulence of the water. All right, so the DC right now of this water is only a 15. So that is a normal success. You can swim up 10 feet. So you could raise your elevation 10 feet, but you are still considered underwater right now. So if you want to swim some more, you'd roll another check and so on and so forth.
Okay. Yeah, I guess I'll attempt to swim up. Yeah, I think that's all I
Okay,
got.
well, I'm saying you have 2 more Pac-Mans, so you can try to swim 2 more times if you want to get to the surface.
okay.
Yeah.
Swim again.
All right, 32. That is a critical success. You go 15 feet more. So yeah, you are at the surface. You can raise your height to 20, and you can put yourself in the hallway next to Bella. There you go. Where did you go, Zach? Oh, I got you here. Here, I got you. 20. There you go. Perfect. All right, you're exactly where you need to be. All right, and then you have 1 Pac-Man left.
Yeah, I guess I'll move out of the way.
Okay.
To let people on.
Alrighty. Let's see. No one is at 0, right?
Hmm.
Is anyone at 0?
Very
Anybody?
close.
Okay. But Walter is still dealing with an enemy, so we're gonna stay in initiative for now. All right. Speaking of enemies that Walter is still dealing with, Walter is gonna pull itself up into the window. I guess. Yeah. There we go. So 1 Pac-Man. 2 Pac-Man. It is going to move here to block the door. 3 Pac-Man, it's going to target you and attack with its scimitar. All right, 29 is going to hit. It says you are off guard. Are you off guard?
I shouldn't be,
Let's see.
but it doesn't matter. Just whatever
It
damage
does.
you do.
It does because it only hit by 1. So if you're not off guard, then it shouldn't have hit you.
Oh,
Let's see. I don't know what of these various debuffs on you might be causing that to happen. All right. Then it actually misses. Play passes to Zenny.
Alright, well, I'll just swim up and out.
Okay.
Do you need, I guess you need a check, huh?
Yes. If you don't have a swim speed, go out and drop those swim checks. They're
Nice,
DC
pretty
15. 15 down here.
That's then.
Well, yeah. All right. So you get to go 15 feet of swimming. So you go up 15 feet.
How high up do I need to get out of the water? And
So you-
when I'm out of the water, am I just in a shaft that I need to climb up?
You would just swim like up to the edge here. Yeah.
Uh-huh. Do I need another swim action then?
Yep. One more swim action.
It's another good success then.
All right. So I can move you to the edge like I did with Stack. Hold on. So move you to here and set you at 20. There you go. So yeah, you'd be up and out of it. All right, 1 Pac-Man left.
Okay. I'm still on the previous map, but it's probably fine. I'll do my once a day thing to just heal myself some more, and then I guess I'm mostly content for now.
Okay. All right. Play will pass to Walter, fighting his own battle over here.
all right. 1 action to tumble through. Got it. Rerolling with a hero point. $29.
29 to
Tumble through.
tumble through. That should be a success. Did you target the creature or?
Oh,
you
I
forgot
did
to?
target a creature.
Okay, that's okay. Let's see. 29 against these robots. Yes, that will work.
Alright.
Because that goes against their fortitude, I believe, to tumble through. So yeah, tumble through. Enemy's reflex. Ooh, actually a 29 then would not be enough. They have a passive reflex of 31. Sorry, bro.
Expiration.
Okay.
31.
All right. So meets beats. All right, you were able to tumble through.
Second Pac-Man to close the fucking door.
Yes. All right. And then.
Third Pac-Man to brace myself against the door to keep it closed. I don't fucking know. It'd be
All right,
two
all
to
right.
lock it, right?
Yeah, it'd be an item interaction to. If you don't have the key, right? It would be
Yeah, it'd be
You know,
two to essentially.
be a thief.
disable
It'd be a
device,
thieves'
whatever.
tools essentially. Yep.
So
yep, yep.
I don't have that. So just
Okay.
one to kind of brace myself against the door and to keep it closed.
Okay. All right.
That's it.
All right. Let me check something. Nice. Okay. All right. So, Walter, as your turn ends, okay. All right. Stack. You see a door up ahead, open,
Uh-huh.
and then you see water come sloshing out into the hallway, and then you see orange slime, start oozing into the hallway, and you see Olaf Slimeheart wedging his giant skull through the door.
Well, look who it is.
It looks over at you, and he says, the ship is sinking. Where's Loveless?
Dead.
All right. The gelatinous cube looks at you and says, "You son of a bitch." And it is going to, let's see, 1 Pac-Man, 2 Pac-Man, free action to be a cool guy, and then it is going to, what is this? He doesn't have enough. He doesn't have enough to use this engulf, so instead he's going to use Lawbringer on you. All right. That's his 3 actions. You have been Lawbringered by Gelatinous Cube, Giant Ooze, Shield Marshal. All right. Fearful
Listen,
Shield
I'm
Marshal
dying
closes
and
the...
I got more spells than I know what to do with.
He says, Thor had a soft spot for you, but I never did. I'm gonna make you a soft spot.
Keep his name out your goddamn mouth.
Where did he go? You kill him too?
I don't know. He fell out the side. He fell out the side.
And that's how you know this is a TTRPG and not a well-written HBO drama. Fantastic.
He fell out the side of it.
All right. Play passes to Ketrin.
I'm just swimming.
All right. So give me a ton of swim checks. You're so good at athletics. You should be like Aquaman right now. Yep. There you go. All right. So you move up 15 feet. Give me 1 more and you'll get out.
Oh, can we remove the boss bar? Not everything's done.
I thought I did. I told it to delete.
Other.
Okay.
Unless that boss bar is for Olaf. True boss of the
No.
campaign.
All right, so you hop onto land and you see Olaf's Slimeheart. He and Stack are having some weird banter. It's actually cool banter.
Last action, I'm gonna doctor's visitation on Stack.
That's a good idea.
While I'm doing it, I'm gonna say, the bombs are defused and Levels is dead. Give it up, Olaf.
Okay, Olaf hears your words and says, well, if that's true, I guess you aren't important anymore. No one will mind if I gobble you up. And you see him undulate hungrily.
Roll my eyes.
That's fair. Oh man, 47 from a band-aid. That's incredible. Further proof that hit points are totally ephemeral way of just tracking how much fight you have left in you. I love it. That is your 3 Pac-Mans. Ketrin. Play passes to Bellanora the Savvy. There's a comfy bed here, Bella. You can just call it a day.
There's no time. I'm gonna take 10 more damage.
Oh, dang. Okay. I will do that for you. There you go.
Okay, thank you. And move with 1 stride out into the hallway. Oh, there's people. I fit here. How far away is he? He's 25, that's good. That's 1 action, I have 3 more. Alright. she knows it's time to leave, and she knows that the B team is probably imperiled down there, and they may have moved. And she shouts out for Vashon, and if I can, I would like to call upon his B team ability.
Okay. Vashon's B team ability?
Yes.
Okay.
I want his infusion point, and I want to quick alchemy something. 1 second. What is this? It's my implosion dust. There's too many items in here, I'm sorry. I'm gonna look it up, because that'll be faster. Ugh, I'm sorry for keeping you in suspense. And I would only have this one, I guess. Here it is. All right. Implosion dust, which is a item specifically for oozes, I think. Yes. And she hurls this pouch at him.
Okay.
Ooh, and that will use your DC. Because I have that, but it won't do shit on him.
Yeah. I'm gonna find out what my DC is now. Well, let me figure out what this does. So missions. Well, he has to make a, I'm looking for my 29 fortitude save. And then on a failure, the target decreases in size, and his reach is reduced.
Implosion dust lesser. Sealed in a packet so it can be released in a pressurized puff. Implosion dust causes amorphous creatures, like a gelatinous cube, to compress and shrink by hardening and evaporating the liquid components. It's effective at weakening water elementals, oozes, blah, blah, blah. You release the dust toward one creature within 5 feet of you. It must attempt a Bella's DC
29.
Fortitude saving throw. The target must repeat the saving throw at the end of each of its turns. Implosion dust functions are critical success. They don't do anything, and it returns to normal size. The target increases in size 1 step up to its normal size. Failure decreases 1 step to a minimum of tiny. The reach of each of its strikes decreases by 5 feet to a minimum of 5 feet if the creature is small or larger, or a minimum of 0 if they are tiny. Critical failure, it's 2 steps. That's fantastic.
So every turn he'll make this save, and if he fails, he'll shrink.
Okay.
Can you throw this?
Can I?
Because it says you release the dust towards one creature within 5 feet of you.
Oh.
I could have finished my stride in front of him.
Okay. All right. Yeah. That's fine. Yeah. All right.
Save Bella.
Okay.
So yeah, she runs up to him, and Vashon pokes out of this door right here and hands her the packet as she runs up and like throws it at him.
Okay. You give it to him, firecracker.
And then I still have 1 action after that, so I'm going to then follow up.
Oh, I gotta make that save though, right?
You do. Yeah.
DC 29 Fortitude. I will tell you, as a gelatinous cube, he's got a really good Fortitude save. Holy shit! All right, so at a plus 26, he still wouldn't have made the save, right? So with a 27, so not only is it a fail, but it is a critical fail. So he does shrink from large down to small.
Bella, as he shrinks down to Bella's eye level, she stares at him and smiles as she pulls out a bomb.
Incredible.
And I'm going to hit him with some dread.
He says, now what is the meaning of this? Yeah, all right. That is not gonna hit. Remember, guys,
I'm
target. Okay.
Yes, I will target him before I re-roll it. Oh, come on.
All right, maybe it's his new, smaller size, but as you go to throw it at him, he's able to move out of the way.
Well, he still takes 5 psychic damage from splash damage.
All right, fair enough. He takes the 5 psychic damage.
And that's my turn.
All right. Play passes to the crew. Play passes back to top of the round, and then we have to deal with round 12. All right. The boat is going to rock to the left, and anyone on the passenger's deck in the 2 main hallways, which I don't think... Oh, it's Walter. Oh, no, Walter. This could be really bad. Is affected by a crashing wave. All right. I hope it doesn't wash you down that hole, that teleportation hole that was made. That would be terrible.
What hole are you talking about? Oh, you mean that hole over there?
Yeah. All right, so we've got rocking boats, and we got crashing wave. All right, and then those are the only 2. Doesn't look like there's another teleportation arc this turn. All right, so I need active combatants, which would be all of you, and then Olaf Slimeheart and the Glass Buccaneer to give me those acrobatics or athletics checks or sailing lore if you have them. Go.
It's okay. Good. That.
All right, so you can use if you critically
that's the way it's
succeed. Critically success, you can move up to 20 feet in the direction. Do you want to move towards the teleporter hole in the floor?
I have no idea where anyone is, so sure, may as well try and reorient myself.
Oh, spicy decision. Okay. All right. Looks like the 2 NPCs that needed to roll. Did I roll another nat 1? No, it doesn't look like it. All right. I got a success and Olaf. Did Olaf not get to roll?
He did. He got a crit success with a 42.
Oh, wow. I don't think he wants to move away from you guys, though. So he'll stay where he is. Okay. Alrighty.
Alrighty. Want to roll for me? I don't know why.
It's not rolling?
Yeah.
Okay, let me
Maybe I
see.
just rolled athletics manually.
Okay, that's fine. Alright, after you have gotten through the rocking boat, I need you to give me the crashing wave. A wave of water crashes through the hallways and decks of the ship. This is only for Walter. You guys would not be affected by this. Well, actually, now that there's a hole in the wall, I guess the water from the cargo bay would actually spill down this hallway also. So yeah, everybody in this hallway, go ahead and give me the athletics 25 to swim through the wave, nature 22 or fishing lore 22 to accurately predict the movements, or just a perception to hear the wave coming and like press yourself up against the wall in time. Critical success, you move 15 feet in the direction setting. Failure, you're knocked prone. Critical failure, you're knocked up to 30 feet along with the wave.
You said this is a swim, right?
Athletics
swim, yeah.
Well, it's just it's in chat. The crashing waves one. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, this dude will just do athletics. All right. So fail just means you were knocked prone by the wave. I'll roll. The robot is not in the hallway, so it doesn't need to roll. Everyone else in the hallway needs to handle it accordingly. Oh, Bellinor stepped away for a second. All right. We'll have them roll when they get back, and I'll just roll for them.
I rolled already. I failed.
Oh, okay. So you're knocked prone, but you're not force moved. Okay. All right. And then play will pass to stack the deck.
All right.
Oh, also, you hear a horrible scream of like metal tearing and breaking. All the water that just rushed forward, along with like the tipping motion, you think that if this tips right and then left again, the next left-hand tip will take the ship over the falls. Which means that if you are still on the ship at the beginning of round 14, you might be thrown over the falls.
All right, and it's now round 4. Or sorry, 12.
It's
Sorry.
round 12, yeah. So you have 12. You have this round and next round to get off the ship.
All right.
No pressure.
He looks at Olaf. It's like, oh well, I don't have time to deal with you. And he will cast a spell.
All right.
Oh wait, let's see. Wait, make sure he's not inside the range of this. Wait. Oh, okay, all right, 20 feet. Make sure. I need to step back a space. There.
Walter, you would get that same sense that everyone else did. That there's one more big rock to the left, like rock over the falls, and this ship could just go.
One thing at a time, Crash. One thing at a time.
Okay. Well, while you're planning your next 2 turns, I mean, you might want to plan around window access.
Here's your D20 for a spell cast.
Okay.
Even if I can get to a window.
All right. No problem. No problem.
All right.
20-foot burst to give everybody quicken. All right.
Yeah, where is? Man, I wish I knew where Walter was. Well, it was placed.
He's a totally different part of the ship. You speed up the time stream in an area, stretching and pulling it until time flows swift and wild. Any creature that begins its turn in the area is quickened and can use an extra action each round to stride or strike. Unfortunately, speeding up time is much more difficult than slowing it down, and the effect is uneven and jittery, making accuracy between times painfully difficult. Creatures inside the area are all concealed to those outside of it, and vice versa. Okay. And it is a burst in an area, so it wouldn't, I think, go past the walls. I don't think it would flow into this room, but it wouldn't be affecting through the walls.
Okay.
All right.
And wait, why am I over here now? Oh, I'm on a different floor of the ship now.
Remember, you swam up to get with everybody.
No, like my view is on the top view of the top floor of the ship now. When I close my character sheet.
That's probably because there's cameramen left over.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see. Access my sheet now without my token. And then I'll just.
Oh, okay.
Where is the nearest exit to the ship?
I mean, that you know of as having been a passenger on the ship, like normal exit. Everyone, the gangplank would be on the mid deck. Is how they would get on and off the ship normally.
Okay.
But there's windows in every passenger bedroom that on the floor that you're at, and when you guys were down below, you did see that there was a ruptured hull where the water was flowing in. Now, admittedly, the DC to swim up and through that ruptured hole as the water is like gushing in would be pretty high. And then swimming is really slow.
Okay.
Yeah.
I will. Oh, actually, I moved and cast a spell. I don't have any more actions.
Okay. All right.
And also, but I'm on the top floor of the ship. I don't know how to go back down.
All right. I mean, I've got you right here with a 20 foot speed. So
right.
Just,
I'll refresh it.
Okay. You could always just delete if you have a mini on the top floor. Try deleting that mini.
Oh no, I don't have anything on the top floor. It's like just a view of the top floor. But
okay.
I'll see if refreshing fixes it.
I think there was a fan spellbot up there that you might have been seeing through. All right. Robot's turn. All right, Robot's going to open the door. It's going to walk out. It's going to walk up to Walter. It's going to attack Walter.
Yeah.
You can't escape from robots. And then, oh my god, it rolled a 2. Holy shit. Okay, that would have got sneak attack damage and everything because you have 1 hit point. Oh my god. Wow! Alright, that's its turn. Zenny, to you.
Okay, well, I would want to.
You are already quickened from another effect, right? So you don't get
I think
double
that-
quickened?
I'm just normal quicken, yeah.
Okay.
I would want to find Sir Gideon Sharp, of course. But I should be in the right position to do that.
He would be up one floor.
Oh dear.
And I mean,
Oh,
there
I
is
don't
this
think we can get up there in 2
there is
rounds.
this elevator shaft. There's this elevator shaft.
Climb up the shaft. The shaft is nice and empty now. If I get up there,
You would
How
need to get
would
the
I-
door. You need to get the cargo doors open at the top of the shaft.
thing is like we're like up a waterfall right now. We're like wedged between 2 cliffs. How would one actually get off the ship?
I mean, I'm not really sure. My job is to make problems, not really solve problems. You know what I'm saying?
But like we're on a big like cliff, like.
I mean, there are rocks that the ship is jammed on. That,
Huh?
yeah. So, those would be a stable place to go.
Okay.
In order to save money, they didn't bother with lifeboats on this one, and there's no laws that make you have to have lifeboats.
Lifeboats would be useless in this case anyway, so
Yeah,
we're
yeah.
on the right.
All right.
Okay, well, I can't seem to do anything with Forge right now, so can I... I mean, did I really like Sir Gideon Sharp that much anyway, or was it just projecting?
It's up to you. You've fallen off this waterfall before. Maybe you'll survive a second time.
No.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well... Sure, I'll make my way up the shaft.
Alright, so normally climbing the elevator shaft would be pretty tough, but since it's bent at an angle right now, against this way, it'd be easier to climb on this side, harder to climb on the side that you are at, normal to climb right here. So you're looking at a DC 15, 20, or 25 to start climbing up.
Can
And
you
you
click the
need to
button for
climb...
me?
Yeah, sure. Just the climb button?
Yeah.
Alright, are you doing the difficult one or the
Go
medium
for the
one? Or...
difficult one, yeah.
Oh, fuck yeah. Alright. Here we go.
Yeah, plus 19, I'm sure it'll be fine.
Okay. Alright, so 29 is the success. You only climb 5 feet, though. Right? Because of climb, unless you have something else to help you with that. So you got 15 more feet to go. Or sorry, 10 more feet to go. 10 more feet to go.
Uh-huh.
Alright, so you're going to keep climbing?
Are you
Okay.
sure? Yeah.
Alright.
You're quickened also.
Okay. And then again. And then
Yeah.
you'll have your quickened action. You could try to force open the elevator doors. Alright, you made it. Now you gotta force open the elevator doors. You want me to hit force
Roll
open?
athletics too.
Alright, here we go. Ooh, 24 to force open these cargo bay doors. It's pretty close to the 25 I needed.
Oh, well, that sounds succeed at a constable.
Ooh, okay. Let's see. Punt. Your weapon flies in a random direction. Ooh, I mean, that's kind of a pain in the ass. Yeah.
I guess
All right.
I lose the crowbar.
All right. Crowbar. Falls down, plunks into the water, sinks out of sight. I will move you to the mid deck.
Shout, Gideon, where are you?
All right. So since you went for it, let's head up there and see what's going on. You say Gideon, where are you? And you see from this doorway over here, being restrained by this angry clockwork door warden, who's not letting anyone out of this door, Sir Gideon Sharp. I will
Gotta
roll
get to the window.
I'll roll the both into initiative. From where
Yeah.
you're at, you can see there are some rocks over there, and you also see there are a bunch of people that have already escaped, and they are over there on those rocks.
Sounds like that was the turn.
Okay. They are motioning to you to like make the jump. You can do it. It's not that bad. Just go for it. You got to get off of there. They're shouting. They're screaming. All that stuff.
Well, that's next round.
All right. Oh. Sir Gideon Sharp sees you, Zenny. He looks over at you and he shouts your name, and you see in his eyes hope. Maybe it's gonna be okay. All right.
And you don't need to go through a door anyway. They won't bother you. It's a window.
Play passes to Walter.
Hackman, stand up.
Okay. What are you gonna do, man? What are you gonna do? You got a snap leaf on you?
No.
Oh, okay. Okay. What do you got then?
That portal's looking real tempting, honestly.
That's why I was asking if you had a snap leaf on you. Just a sec. Sending myself a note in Strength of Thousands. Buy more snap leaf. Okay.
And blast boots.
Oh, yeah. And blast boots. And roller skates. Okay. I didn't get a chance to buy anything last session. We're in a dungeon, so. Alright. Two Pac-Mans left, because you can't afford to pump your adrenaline.
No.
With your one ass hit point. What are you gonna do? I mean, mathematically, your only chance of surviving is to jump out the portal? Question mark? Unless you got, well, the window's still open, bro. You could tumble through the Glass Buccaneer.
And how high is this thing's DC? It was what? It was a
And
31,
then,
right?
31. Yeah,
You seen how my rolls have been so far?
I haven't been paying attention.
Yeah. Try and tumble through.
Oh, all right. Shit. All right, let's do it.
I mean, there's nothing really else I can do at this point.
Okay. All right, tumble through. We got 27. Trying to beat a 31 though.
Can't. No hero points.
There's
Try
one
again.
fan spell left. There's one fan spell
I'm
left.
not gonna take that.
Okay.
Yeah. See.
All right, that would actually be a critical failure, which there isn't a critical failure for this, so you just fail. All right, it blocks your path. It will not let you leave. Okay. Play passes to Olaf. Olaf gets this save at the end of each turn, so he's got to be small this turn. All right, let me see if a small gelatinous cube can do anything. Engulf. A creature engulfed by gelatinous cube. The monster strides at double its speed, move through the space of any creatures in its path. Any creatures of the monster's size or smaller.
Damn it.
Whose space it moves through. Okay. He's gonna try and engulf you. Give me a DC 30 reflex, Bella.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
What?
Hell yeah.
Alright.
I'm back.
He spends 2 Pac-Mans trying to engulf you as he just like Roombas into your space. And then back again. He's not gonna try to eat people that are too big for him. He's
Bella
got
folds the bag inside out and puts it over herself, so when he like goes over her, he's like, "Ah!"
Damn. Alright, he's only got 1 action left. He's gonna try and hit you with his cube face. Alright, here we go. Cube face! Unbelievable! God damn,
Yeah, doesn't want to touch the bag.
Alright, and then at the end of his turn, he's got a DC 29 Fortitude save. If he nat ones it, I'm just gonna say that he shrinks out of existence. 29. So he doesn't make it. If he makes it, he gets to go up one size, right?
Yep.
All right. So he is going to be medium now. All right. Play passes to Fearful Shield Marshal. As far as they're concerned, they are done with this fight. Do not find them and put them back into initiative. All right. I'm going to move these guys. Ketrin, you're up. Ketrin.
All
Everybody's
right,
trying to get
so-
off the boat.
Yeah.
But they're not sure how. Also, your motherly nun instincts are kicking in, or maybe it's your god who's like one of your children is in danger. You get a divine premonition that Walter is about to be killed, and he's over. Yeah.
I am definitely concerned about Walter because I haven't seen him in a long time, and I know that when my kids are off somewhere that I can't see them, they're in trouble. That's just how it is.
The last thing you saw of Walter was probably about 2 minutes ago when he got teleported somewhere into the ship.
Okay, so Olaf is in the way, and these rooms don't connect. Yeah, like there's no way for me to go around Olaf by going through rooms, right?
Well, wait. Sorry. What was the question? I was looking something up.
That these rooms don't connect. Like
Well,
they're just,
anything. Well, listen. As a master of athletics, hear me out. As a master of athletics, I mean, technically, anything's possible if you call upon the spirit of the Juice Golem. You know what I'm saying?
right.
Yeah. But no, there is no direct path to that other hallway.
Okay. All right.
But this door behind you is already open, though.
Yeah. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take 2 extra actions and be fatigued and take 20 damage.
Hell yeah. I got that 20 damage for you. Hold on.
Oh, I got it.
Oh, you got it.
Yeah.
All right, great.
1 action. I'm gonna move up right next to Vashon. I'm gonna open this door.
Okay.
I'm going to move in. That's my 3rd action.
Okay.
And then 4th action, I'm gonna start battering down the wall.
Okay. So go ahead and give me an athletics. This will be to force open. I don't know if you have any bonuses on that.
I don't think so.
Ooh.
All
right.
Let's hero point it.
Okay.
Let's do it.
I am looking for a 30 right now.
Oh, it got
Ooh.
worse. Okay.
All right. So you slam your shoulder against the wall. Walter, you hear a thud against the wall back here, and the glass buccaneer turns to look at it. You have 1 Pac-Man left, I believe.
Yep. I'm gonna do it again.
All right.
Does this have map though?
I believe force open. Let me check. Does have a map penalty. Yep. And you are trying to hit a 30 here to smash through the wall.
I feel like I have to. I don't have much else to do.
I mean, 30 for you, even with map 5, is only a 15 or higher, so it's a pretty good chance. Pretty good chance.
Yeah.
There it is.
Oh, yep.
All right. So as you smash through the wall, and stagger into this hallway in the debris and the dust, Walter, what's going through your mind?
I mean, honestly, he was resigned that he's just gonna die here on this fucking ship because this stupid machine won't leave him alone. But
all right, property damage is a much greater crime than whatever Walter has committed. The Glass Buccaneer turns its attention to Ketrin.
I am standing there like, we gotta get out of here.
I have been so effective this whole combat. It's astounding.
Play passes to Bellanora.
Bellanora.
Oh, yeah, Ketrin, you'd actually have 1 more action because you would have been quickened from that aura.
Oh, right.
And with it opened, with you opening a path, it actually does affect this space as well as it flows in.
Okay. Does I can't tell. Does Walter have a tiny Ketrin? Oh,
No,
but the Glass Buccaneers in the way.
He's blocking the way. Yeah. He's been too busy being a lone wolf off on his own this whole fight. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's the case. You know me, love being a lone wolf.
I'll raise my shield. I think that's all that I can helpfully do, because I can't do any healing at range, and dude's in the way, and yeah. So I'll just raise my shield.
All right, play passes to Bellanora. Bella, you are prone.
I'm also hasted.
You are hastened. Yeah, you're quickened. You're quickened. Do you want an adrenaline surge on top of that, or are you?
I do. Oh, but first, before I do, I have fought Olaf Slimeheart before, and I've rolled Recall Knowledge on him before. Do I know if he has reaction attacks?
Ooh, he does. Yep.
Okay. But I know he has a reduced attack distance because of what I just did to him. And,
right, but as a medium creature, it would be 5 feet, so you're still within range. Yep.
Right, but that means you can step away from him. So yes.
But you can't step while prone.
That's fine.
You have to use the crawl action. Yeah.
And like crawling would provoke.
Right, and then if you stand up after you're done standing up. Right. Yeah.
I'm gonna have to take a hit no matter what. How much health do I have? Can I take both a hit from him? Yeah, I can probably do that.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll take the chance. I'm gonna hasten myself further to get to 5 actions.
Okay.
Yep. So -10.
All right. I'll give you the -10 real quick.
Thank you. And then I'm gonna stand up.
All right. Oh no.
Yeah. Yeah. It doesn't matter which way. Yes, I stand up.
All right. As you stand up, politely waiting for you to finish standing up, he then hits you with his attack of opportunity.
Okay.
So we'll remove that, and then I should have asked if you could turn that off yourself, because that's something that we ran into on Thursday.
Yeah.
All right.
The right click on the stuff at the top right seems to be working.
All right, so I got to figure out what setting here is okay versus over there. All right, so you stand up, then he's gonna do a face plant on you. All right, here we go.
Okay.
All right, so here comes the damage. I do need a Fortitude save against paralysis.
Okay. I can hero point this after the fact, right?
Correct. Hero point allows you to reroll after the fact. Here's 19 acid damage coming at you.
That's fine. I'm definitely gonna need to reroll that.
Okay.
Need to. I'm just gonna roll it again because it doesn't seem to. Okay, that looks good.
Ooh, that's a success. You are not paralyzed. Okay.
Okay, so I only used 1 action to stand up. He's already used his reaction. So now
correct.
And both doors open. I'm gonna go into the room Ketrin went into. Do I have to worry about Vashon? Is he just gonna come along with me when I get out of here?
Yeah. He's fine. B2.
Okay. All right. So I'm striding. Where's the window? Where's the window? I see the window.
Yep.
Hold on. How many was I'm at? 2, 3. I have 2 more movement on this, but that would end me in Ketrin, right? No, I'm just being pushed back by Vashon. I can get to here with that movement. And then I see the window. The window's closed?
Nope. Well, in
It's
this
open.
room, it's open.
Oh, that's fantastic.
It was smashed open.
It's actually been smashed, and people have
cleared
dragged
out.
themselves through it, and yeah. So it's okay.
Okay, so but from where I am, there's really no way for me to. I have to stride to it, and then I'm gonna have to start like climbing or squeezing.
Well, you're a small creature, so you do not. You can just go right through the window.
And what's the over/under on me getting smashed between rocks as I do this?
It's pretty simple. You're just trying to avoid this very small gap that you would fall into. So as part of kind of going out, I'm just going to ask you for an acrobatics or athletics 22.
Okay. Yeah, I can manage the acrobatics.
Okay. All right. Do you have the action economy for this?
I had 5 actions.
Ooh, okay.
We're gonna wait. 22. Yeah,
22.
I'll reroll that.
Yeah.
Still
okay.
have 1 more hero point, which seems this seems like it's worth it.
Okay.
Oh.
There you go. All right. Wait, no. Oh God, you rolled a 2 again. Okay, so as you climb out the window, you would slip and fall, and you are now wedged between the rocks and the ship. So you are restrained, and also you are taking some damage.
Okay.
Hold on, I've got this information for you.
This is only my second action. I'm pretty sure all I did was, or third action. I had 5 actions. I have 2 left.
Yeah, I'm just checking the thing here. I think you do get a saving throw against this.
As long as it doesn't kill me, I think I can get myself out of this.
All right. 10d6 bludgeoning damage. Okay, and then it is an escape DC of 31. Oof. Okay. All right. So when do they take the damage? Creature takes 10d6 at the start of their turn each round. So you're wedged this turn. If you're still there at the start of your next turn, you're going to take 10d6 bludgeoning damage as you were ground up between the ship and the rocks.
Okay.
And then you'd also be down.
Yep. So it took me 3 actions to get here.
Mm-hmm.
I had 5 actions.
Yep. So since you fell and got
I have
wedged,
something
you are
for this.
restrained.
I
Oh,
just
okay,
don't
what do you
know-
got?
I just don't know if this is like enough of a bargaining chip. I have a bottled octopus, which I could catch next to me. It could grab me and pull me out of here.
Okay.
And place me safely on the rocks.
Uh-huh.
But I don't know if it can is it gonna have to contend against?
It
that
would have
escape
to do it would contest. Yep. It would contest the restraint
So-
effect.
Could I use my bottled rock instead because it's much stronger?
I mean, if you have it, yeah. Your bottled rock has a plus 17 modifier, so it would be doing a plus 17 athletics check against a DC 31.
That's better than anything Bella's gonna bring to the table, I think.
Okay. And you have the action economy. This is a 2-action thing, bottled rock. Okay.
Yep. Here, I can roll that. That looks good.
That is
Holy
that's
shit.
the 31 that you needed. All right, where does the rock deposit you?
Right,
Up to
just
90 feet away.
Just kind of it kind of swoops up and then back down to the ground and just kind of places me like right here. I prefer not to be up high because I'm
Oh, okay.
I don't have to climb down from there. I don't have the
All right,
athletics.
all right. I got you. All right. There you go.
And so yeah, I will just be here. And it grabbed Vashon while we were swirling around.
Oh, sure.
Pulled his old ass off the ship. He was
Alright.
like at the window. All right, well that worked out, just barely.
All right, beautiful. Play passes to. Oh, I got a roll for Gideon and Angry Clockwork in. Let's see. Yeah, they were around the same as Zenny. So if I rewind time real quick, Sir Gideon is going to try to tumble through this thing. There we go. Tumble through. He's just going to keep spamming it till he succeeds. No. All right, let's try again. Success. All right. And then he will run up to Zenny. All right. In response, it closes the door with his action. All right. That brings us to the end of the round. As we enter round 13, the ship makes a horrible groaning sound, and it tips hard back to the right. The steepest incline it's done so far. You hear the glug 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 of the back end of the ship just filling with water, and when it tips to the right again, it might launch itself over the falls. It's got so much counterweight from that water. This round, being round 13, there is a flash of magical light, and the teleportation runes carved on the hull of the ship spark and crackle with magic, and teleportation arcs rush through the ship. All right. Let's see. So first off, we've got rocking boat to deal with, and this is to the right.
Had one roll above a 10.
All right. Let's see. I think the only... No, I got 2 I got to roll for. So here we go.
We'll reroll that one with my reflex thing.
Can you do the athletic
Okay.
check for Zanny as well?
Sure. I can do that. Let's see. Where is Zenny? Where indeed? All right, we got stack.
At the deck.
Oh, right. Thank you. Mid deck. All right. You doing athletics? You said. Okay.
Yeah.
Athletics from Zenny. And then Gideon Sharp is not trained in either of those skills, so he will attempt a dexterity because that one's higher. Alright, so Zanny, you critically succeed, and your boy Gideon managed to succeed by rolling an 18. So he is not knocked prone. You could go up to 20 feet to your right. That would take you 20 feet away from Sir Gideon Sharp, though. Do you want to stay where you are?
Yeah, stay where I am.
Alright, no worries. Okay, and then I think my other robots made their checks. Success and success. Okay. Then the next thing that happens is the arcing teleportation effect. You do not need to worry about it, Bellinor. You are not on the ship. You have 3 ways to try to avoid it. If those fail, or if you don't make those checks, you have to do a will save. Alright. Olaf is trained in Arcana. Good for you, buddy. Yeah, damn. Alright, so he avoids the teleportation effect. Robot here just skips right to the will save. Only needs a 12 or higher. There it goes. Makes the check. And then I got to roll for Gideon up here. Gideon will... what are the options here? Arcana, Nature, Occultism. He has no such training. But he's going to try anyways. He will try an Arcana check. He needs a nat 20 to make it. He does not. And then he's got to make a will save. He does not. So he is going to randomly teleport 20 feet in... As long as it's not down, you know what I'm saying? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 20 feet over here. So he would end up on the stairs. So he goes up to the next floor. Over here. I think I've rolled for everybody. Does anybody fail that needs to be teleported? Nobody? Alright, let's go ahead and start the round. Stack to you.
Alright. I am looking.
I rolled a crit success on this.
Oh,
so I
do
can
you want to teleport? Yeah, up to 15 feet to a location you can see.
Oh, I have to go.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, just get in my space.
Yeah, I was going to teleport right there.
Okay.
I would fight this guy, but he seems like we gotta go. So
Ooh, but if you go there, you'll be blocking his access to the Vandal, dude.
You share space with me, squeeze with me. It'll be fine.
Unfortunately, the Pathfinder police cannot allow him to share space.
Aw. Can he go around the corner? Can he go here?
That's the biggest space I can see.
Yeah, see from initially. Yeah.
Okay.
It's fine. This thing is just, it's a dick.
I mean, I
It's just a
can
dick.
bring you back around. It's fine.
I am checking one thing for you.
I had a
Can
cool
two
idea.
PCs share a space if one is prone? In Pathfinder, two creatures can share the same space under specific conditions. According to the rules, you share a space with a prone creature if willing. So if you, as part of the teleport, fall prone as a free action, right? Because is fall prone a free action? Or is
I think
it?
so.
It might actually
think
be
it's
one you have to. Yeah, I think you have to take it on your turn though.
Yeah.
Ah, never mind. Never mind. Okay, yeah. So that's where you have to stop then. Okay. All right, Stack to you.
All right. So I'll deal with Olaf another time. And I will to get off this ship. Oh, hello. He bumps in the country.
You do see a hard-working firefighting robot. It waves at you.
Go fight some fucking fires elsewhere.
All right. You need me to deal with this thing? You need...
Worry about getting off.
All right. So I'm assuming the windows open and everyone's getting off.
Yep.
through here.
Windows open. Yep. People are getting out through there.
Anything useful behind? Can I like a rope or a grapple hook or?
So I'll repeat what I repeated. What I told Bella. As a small, she was able to seamlessly go out the window. As a medium, you're gonna have to stop at the window, give me a squeeze action. If you fail, you can't get through. If you critically fail, you get stuck like Winnie the Pooh or Stepsister doing the laundry. If you make it through, your next action will need to be a DC 22 Athletics or DC 22 Acrobatics to jump the very small gap onto the safe stones. Otherwise, you will fall and get pinned between the ship and the rocks.
Alright, squeeze. Let's see, shove, sneak, steal, swim.
Alright, so squeeze action, I got it right here in chat. Doesn't come up too often. So basically a squeeze action is an acrobatics.
I am squozing.
Alright, you squeeze through, no problem. Now give me an acrobatics or athletics 22.
Acrobatics.
Alright, no problem. You hop out onto the safety of the rocks.
His cats are liquid. And I guess that's the end of his turn, I guess.
Alrighty. Play passes to Angry Clockwork. It's going to keep guarding the door. It doesn't know what else to do in this this very scary time. Alright. Important Glass Buccaneer. The best friend of Walter. Walter, how dare you impede, yet again, its important mission. It is going to...
I want to say so many expletives right now.
You are not prone or anything. That's good. Okay. It is going to use Pirate Feint on you. You scallywag. Right. So it's going to use a feint action on Walter. Could have just stayed down, bro. Could have just stayed down.
It can also just walk away.
Oh man. All right. So yeah, the feint is it looks like it's gonna walk away and then it spins around like haha, and it doesn't walk away. All right. It is going to open fire on you with its arm cannon.
What DC does it have to be?
Let's see. Oh, did I roll as you targeting you? Oh, my bad. My bad.
So,
What did I roll? I rolled an 18. And then for its feint, it gets a plus 20. So that'd be a 38. I think it would be okay. Yeah, I think it did it. Okay. All right. And then with you now off guard, it will trigger all of its off guard powers. Where are they? Here we go. Off guard powers. And then it will arm cannon you. Here is the first attack. Alright, that's gonna hit. Here's damage, including sneak attack damage.
doesn't matter what you do. Just need more than one.
All right, 23 damage.
Yeah. I would reaction save you, but I can't.
Okay. Then with its second shot, it's going to target the Vandal who's destroying the ship. And it's going to take a second shot at Map. Oh, wait, hold on. It's got reload 1 while all weapons need some amount of time. Any need to be reloaded. Oh! Alright. So its last action is to reload its arm cannon. Alright. That is its turn. Play passes to Zenny. Alright, at the end of this round, this thing's gonna tip over. You're up on the mid deck. You got Gideon got teleported closer to the edge, so that's probably a good thing.
Can I rush to him? I don't have visuals right now.
Okay. So
piercing,
yeah,
or
you
reminding,
can
rush
reach
to
him.
And I can have like 16 health, right?
You have actually 39 health.
Ah, shit, easy. Okay, I can lose 10 to get an extra action then, yeah?
Yep.
Okay, I'll do that, and then, yeah, my goal is to get to him. He's freed himself, right? And I want to get him to the edge and overboard onto the rocks.
Alright.
How can I achieve it?
Let's see. His turn is right after yours. So I'd say for this instance of what you're trying to do, you guys can just sort of combine actions and do this together.
Hell yeah, through the power
Alright.
of love.
Alright, so you put your arm around his waist, like, you know, an action hero.
Yeah.
And then the two of you are going to run and leap onto the rocks. This is relatively easy to do because since he got teleported further up on the upper deck, you can just basically like step out onto these rocks. So it's not nearly as exciting as the other people that could have gotten smashed between the ships. So you just leap out. You do, however, fall down onto the rocks, but you both have enough health that it's all good, and you guys have escaped the ship. What's up?
Hooray.
Sorry, I was yelling at dogs.
Oh, okay. Alright, so you guys leap down onto the rocks, take a little bit of fall damage, scuff your knees, but you are safe. Alright, that brings us to Olaf Slimeheart, who is left behind, ignored, forgotten. Damn, bro. Also, he's still okay, he's gonna go for it. You know what? Fuck it. He's gonna pursue. Let's see. 1, 2. Oh, he sees you. He sees you, Ketrin. Now that he's medium and you're medium, he gonna eat you up. So with his engulf, he can stride up to double his speed. So he gonna get there. All right. So Ketrin, as he moves into your space, I need a DC 30 reflex save.
Any chance this is magical and my spell shield applies?
Alas, it is a natural, it's his body.
Okay. Alright.
Admittedly, his body became like this from magic, but it is not a magical effect. You have a plus 17. That's pretty good. I mean, you could probably beat a 30.
Yeah.
But do you have any hero points left?
I do.
Ooh, okay.
But it was a hero card that I was gonna use for healing, but I don't want to get eaten, so it'll be hard to get out. So I'll just reroll. Yay!
All right. So you just make the save. A creature that let's see, creature that fails its save, blah blah blah. Okay. Let's see. Strides and doubles to move through spaces. Upgrade any creature moves through. Creature unable. So he can't end his turn there. If a creature succeeds a save, it can either choose to be pushed aside or pushed in front of the monster to the end of the monster's movement. The monster can attempt to engulf the same creature only once on a single use of engulf. Alright, so as he moves into your space, what space do you want to move into? Prone Walter? This way? back the way they came or towards the exit that everyone's been using? Keeping in mind that his movement is not done, he might, at this point, seeing Walter, try to move into Walter's space.
Yeah, I'll move in with prone Walter.
Oh, shit. Okay. All right, since you moved in with prone, you chose to move in with prone Walter, I will have his action end there. And he will not automatically vacuum up. Well, not automatically. You still get a reflex save when you're unconscious. He will target you. And he will try to smash you with his cube face. Oh, shit. All right. He critically smashes his cube face against Kettering.
And I'll shield block it.
All right, here's your fortitude. I need a fortitude save against paralysis. And here comes that critical hit damage. We are looking at 62 points of damage. And you're going to shield block some of it, you said?
Yeah.
All right, good thing. Okay.
Yeah.
Whoa. All right. And then I need that fortitude save. It looks like you made it. 32.
Did, yes.
Crushed it. No problem. That is his turn. Katrin, you have already done the negative 20 damage to get 2 things. You have 19 health. You could drop to 9 health, but you are sandwiched between this glass buccaneer and Olaf Slimeheart blocking the way. All your allies have left the ship. It's you, and at your feet, an unconscious Walter. The ship is about to tip, possibly, over the falls.
Okay.
What are you gonna do?
So,
I'd say save yourself, but knowing Ketrin, that's not going to happen.
So let's see.
There is a door. There is a door right here, unimpeded. But the action economy, right? It would be one. You could reach out and open it from where you're at. Says one Pac-Man. Then you could stride into the room and figure out what to do next. But there's still the issue of Walter on the ground. Walter dropped all of his equipment when he or his held stuff. I don't know what he had held.
I had another gun. That's not going to come with me.
All right. So as a medium creature, he's a bulk 6 plus whatever bulk he's carrying minus his dropped equipment. So if you have the means, you could pick him up as an action and take him with you.
I actually can. I would be encumbered, but I could.
Okay. Oh my god. You know what you could do? You could.
I mean, I'm open to suggestions.
You could try and stuff him through the window so that he lives, but then you would go over with the ship. I think that's the most you could do with your action economy, because you'd have 4, because you are just outside in that space because you shifted your space of Stack's thing. Whoa! 1, 2, 3, and then 4 to throw him out the window. Yep, that would be it. Yeah.
I mean, could I jump with him out the window?
The problem is it's a small window, so it would be a squeeze action to get through. So you'd either have to force him through the window, and he will increase his dying. He will increase his dying because you're going to be just shredding him through the glass window.
Well, I could. One of the movements could be a doctor's visitation, and I could bring him up with that.
Okay.
Yeah.
But his initiative got moved to be before the Glass Buccaneer, so he would not get to act this turn.
Yeah.
Ooh. Or you leave him and you save yourself.
Save yourself.
I mean, that's not really within Ketrin's possible actions. But she's worried about her children. And I'm wondering, I'm looking at all my weird ghost things, but I don't think, even with my weird ghost things, I would have the action economy to deal with it.
Can you get close to a window?
I mean, I could activate pass through, leave my armor behind, and then just exit the ship that way.
But
I don't... That would still be 4 actions, because pass-through itself is 3 actions. So I wouldn't be able to take Walter with me. And also, he can't pass through stuff, so that doesn't really matter.
think it just comes down
Yeah.
to you
Yeah.
or Walter.
Yeah.
Oof.
Save yourself.
Well,
Now-
no.
I don't
In-
want to impact your decision, but this meta knowledge, I do know that Lex murdered another PC like 2 weeks ago. Just throwing that out there. Like
That was me as a Draculage. You think he wasn't gonna murder someone?
anyways.
His evil best friend was inside.
Anyways, don't worry about it. I just thought I'd throw that out there. But anyways, whatever you feel is right for your character and for you as a player, you do that decision. No one's gonna blame you one way or the other.
Okay, no. Ketrin would she's already dead. She's already on borrowed time.
Okay.
So she would shove Walter out and she would bring him around with the doctor's visitation. Let me do that real quick.
All right. Well, you have the action economy to do that. Yeah, because you're gonna one action open the door. Second action pick him up. Third action doctor's visitation with him carried.
Yeah.
Now, doctor's visitation just says you stride and then perform it, right? You don't actually have to move to their location. Okay.
Yeah.
So now he's up, and you're gonna heal him. You're definitely not gonna kill him with this medic check. Let's go.
All right. I have to briefly move my thing so that I can target him. There he is.
Okay.
Target. Treat wounds. I'm gonna do just the little bit of healing so that I'm much more likely to succeed.
Okay.
Well, I succeeded anyway, so it's fine.
Crushing it. All right.
Yeah.
29 health.
Okay. All right. And as Walter comes around, I'm gonna say
one complication here. When you go to pick up Walter, that is an opportunity. A reactive strike from Olaf. So Olaf is gonna try to get that one more complication off here.
okay.
All right. Let's see. He's gonna use cube face. Gonna go for it.
Oh,
And he's gonna miss. Holy shit! All right. Oh, I wanted to do my due diligence for you. I'm very glad it missed. Okay.
and as she pushes Walter out the window, she's gonna say, I'm real sorry to put this on you, son, but you're gonna have to be the one to take care of my children from now on. Cause I don't know if I'm gonna make it out of this boat.
All right, give me that last athletics check to smash him through that window.
2 fucking weekends in a row, I'm gonna be crying. Right.
Let me see that. Ooh.
Really?
Okay. I mean, it is
it
enough.
time for the last inspiration?
It is going to be enough. He's just going to get, he's going to take that damage as he's forced through. Yeah.
I mean, that's fine.
All right. So you stuff him through the window. Here's your slashing damage. 4 points. You plop onto the stones. And that's your action economy. Do you have anything to say to each other in this last moment?
Yeah. Do I have a sense of where Ketrin is?
Yeah, she's right there at the window. Yeah, she's right here at the window. You see Walter burst out of the window of shattered glass.
It's not over yet. Don't.
You still have an action. All right. Bella, your turn.
Bella,
possibly the last turn.
Here's this heartfelt goodbye as Walter comes flying out the window, and she sees the ghostly hand. She knows he's there. Well, how much health do I have? I have enough health.
I have delayed consequence also.
Sure. I'll go drop down to 20 for an extra action just because. Okay. I want to get my bottled octopus on this ship and pull Ketrin out the window.
Okay. Wouldn't you just put it on the rocks and have it pull her out
wherever?
The window?
Yeah. Like just in a space like right here. But octopus, it come over here. It reach in.
Okay.
It
So octopus just has to make an athletics 22. It's got a plus 20 to its check to pull Ketrin through that window.
I think go back.
All right. Let's see. It's got its shark plushie with it. It's nervous, so it's got some emotional support. All right. So go ahead and give me that octopus's athletics check. It's a
You
D20
said
plus
plus
20.
20.
Yep.
I'm just gonna roll it.
You know what, Frank? You did pay.
All right.
Yes.
No problem. You pull her through the window.
Woo! Yay!
Okay. Anything else for
Yeah,
Bellinora?
No, I'm good.
Okay.
I'm good. I have a lot of actions left over. I'm good. I'm just gonna pull a wheel of cheese out of my pack and start stress eating.
All right. Let's see.
As halflings do.
Okay. So, as this round ends, I will stop the music. Nope, not that button. Which button? With a tremendous groan, screaming metal, shattering, splintering wood, you see the gear smoke full, its back end full of water, shift again, and so much river water just floods from the back to the front, and with a crunch of stone tearing away some of the stone right near your feet for some of you, the ship launches itself end over end 500 feet down the falls. As it impacts with the water, the diffused bombs that remain that were not dismantled begin to detonate as they impact the river below, but the teleportation runes, still crackling with wild magic energy, begin to flare up. You watch as it combines into a weird sort of purplish explosion that starts to very slowly, for an explosion, expand outward from the ship. It looks like it's going to grow infinitely and just cover the city. But when it reaches the size of maybe, say, 100 feet in each direction, it very rapidly compacts back in on itself and vanishes. And what is left behind is a crushed sphere of stone and metal and wood and whatever people were left inside. You watch as that orb of metal sinks below the surface of the river and out of sight.
Oh shit! I hope the prince got off the boat.
And that is the end of that encounter. Now, you see in the air there are police, for lack of a better term, helicopters, right? Little airships with squads of police and garrisoned soldiers and things like that that are closing in on the area. They have little spotlights, trying to figure out what happened here. They are being flagged down by the people who did survive and are on the rocks. They're kind of calling out for help. Get over here, kind of thing. You look around and you do see on the rocks opposite you guys are the remainder of your B team. They look badly beat up. You see slashes, cuts, abrasions, bruises. They are drenched, and there is one skeletal crocodile with them. Amongst their number, you do not see the other crocodile, and you do not see Parsis. All right. Sydney waves to you from across the way. She points at the small airships that are converging on the location, and she does like "What are we gonna do?" gesture with her hands. You see Boomer. His eyes are darting left and right. He has Phoebe Dunsmith with him and her wife. And he is relieved that it's over, but he actually looks pretty scared. All right. So you guys have a few minutes before the authorities converge on this location. So what are you going to do before that happens? I mean, the authorities, right? It shouldn't be a big deal. You had to deal with the Duchess. Everything's going to be fine.
I'm gonna skedaddle, but
Well, they wanted us to get like the formula for Pyronite, right? Like, they didn't do that.
All right. What are you guys getting up to?
Walter's just gonna lie there, staring up at the sky. He's beat up. He's exhausted. He doesn't. He's
All right,
done for
so
today.
Walter lays down on the stones, opposite the rest of the party, with the authorities coming. Got it. Stack, you said you're gonna fuck off.
mhm.
All right.
Hold on, people
Boy.
are sticking around for the authorities.
Apparently.
All right. Okay.
Let's see. Seeing Stack leave, Percival is gonna leave.
Wise.
All right. So let's see. Seeing Walter stay, Sid is gonna stay. Zenny, do you stay or do you go?
I mean, I don't really think that the deal was that we were going to actually get anything. So, I mean, I could just leave.
Do you leave then?
Like, staying is a risk of danger, whereas leaving, I mean, like what would I get from staying?
Only what you
Well-
infer. Only what you infer. Only what you infer.
I can tell you that you won't be hunted by the Alkenstar government for walking off with those Pyronite charges.
What
Unless you want to
Pyronite
unburden
charges?
Unless you want to unburden yourself of those, Zenny.
I like to think of them as insurance, you see? I mean, there's still enough to level a large building, so if they do come after me, then I'll make use of them, and if they don't, I won't. But I think it's better if I'm not around, you know?
Okay, I'll convey that to them.
What about the post-it? What about the post-it note? Like King of Alkenstar. Are you gonna? You just gonna tell him goodbye? I don't think he wants to be a criminal on the run.
Who's a criminal on the run?
I mean, I'm sorry. I mean, not a criminal, but you are leaving a crime scene. You know what I'm saying? It might be considered a crime. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if you
I'll
stick around, you're gonna stick around.
Yeah. I feel like I need
Ooh.
some leverage in this situation, you know? So how about I take those 5 sticks of Pyronite and I just, like, wear them as, accessories?
Like a dynamite vest.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, if
Okay.
they shoot me, then they die, right? So
I mean, technically, yeah. Okay, so you're gonna stick around with a dynamite vest on.
maybe you get out of here, Gideon.
He says, "What are you planning to do?
You just gotta negotiate.
You saved my life. I'm gonna stand by you. I'll tell them what a
Right.
hero you are."
Well, you're a valued member of the community, so your word will mean a lot. So maybe it's good if you stick around.
Okay. Bella, Stu looks up at you and says, "Well, you didn't do a very good job in there, did you? I mean, from what I can see, the ship was destroyed and many people died. You'll carry that guilt with you for the rest of your life. But as your father says, the lives of fools should never weigh heavy on one's soul."
Bella just pats his head and grumbles and puts her hand out for a grilled cheese.
All right, you hear a toaster oven ding sound and a grilled cheese sandwich pops out.
She eats it, in deep contemplative thought as she weighs those souls and waits for the authorities to arrive.
All right. Mother Katrin, are you staying or going?
I'll stay.
You're gonna stay? All right.
I'll stay.
All right, with the decision to stay, we'll move into the next scene of the Duchess and her entourage arriving. The entourage definitely has that energy that, let's just say, like level 12 elite energy that, you know, the leader of a city would bring with them into a crisis situation. The authorities are here, and they're gathering statements. What is the official statement from the wild cards about what transpired here today? Stack cannot contribute to this statement, for he has left the scene. Also, as part of your statement, what happened to Stack the Deck? The authorities are extremely interested in what happened to Stack the Deck.
He died saving the city, obviously.
Is that? I mean, if you guys are sticking around, this is one of those things you want to put together before you get questioned by the authorities.
Ketrin strongly wants to tell the truth about everything.
Oh, okay.
Walter will say, essentially, we learned of a terrorist plot that was going to occur on the Gear Smoke, and we stepped in to literally defuse the situation. Unfortunately, there were a couple of casualties among the conflict, including Shield Marshal Lovelace. He definitely looks at Trisha when he says that to gauge her reaction.
Oh, that there were casualties?
Specifically Loveless.
Okay. All right. She looks at you and she says, "Did you see a body? Was she on the ship when that gravitational phenomenon happened?"
No, I saw her get teleported out of the ship and like through a portal off the waterfall, but we didn't see her die.
She looks towards the falls. You guys have kind of been moved to a much safer location at this point, like further onto that stone outcropping, like a kind of a flat area away from the edge. But she looks over towards the waterfall. It's about, we'll say, 3:30-ish in the morning at this point. And we'll say 3:40 in the morning. Yeah.
It's only due to the efforts of Stack the Deck that she stopped.
Okay. Her eyes narrow at the mention of his name, and she says, "Where's Stack the Deck?"
Ketrin looks uncomfortable.
He saved the city, and now he's gone.
Okay. She turns and she looks at Ketrin. Ketrin, you can follow the leader using somebody else's skill to lie if you're capable of it.
I mean, I am capable, but I have a -4,
Okay.
I think, at all times.
Why do they want to know?
Who's the best liar that's left?
Stack. I mean, I'm not an expert. She can't follow me.
I know.
Jenny?
I need at least an expert liar. Is anyone an expert liar here?
I'm just gonna not say anything.
Oh, okay. Your matronly silence is all she needs to know. Okay. moving on. Moving on. They are already printing new wanted posters for Stack the Deck. All right. Moving on to the next part of it. So no body from Loveless. Stack the Deck still on the loose. Okay. She says, we have much to discuss of a sensitive nature. And she looks over at Zenny's dynamite vest. And she says, what's the significance of that?
Oh, this is the dynamite. This is the pyronite we removed from the bombs. Well, most of it blew up in the explosion, of course.
I see.
But this is what I was able to salvage. Well, what Bella was able to salvage, and then I pilfered.
Are you willing to hand that over to the government? To be generously compensated, of course.
I mean, I thought you were gonna hand this out to all of the various powers of the world, so what's the danger of me having it?
She says, the danger is you having it earlier than we're ready to release it.
Uh-huh. mean, I guess.
She says,
How generously are we talking here, you know?
she said, well, it really depends on what you need. I wouldn't think
'Cause
money
I'm
would be an
really scared of
issue
you.
with your new found relations with a certain magistrate and businessman.
Right. But, like, I'm really afraid that you're going to murder me.
Oh, no, you're foreign nobility. I've already had talks with your father.
Well, that
You're-
scares me even more. Because talk with
yeah,
my
yeah, yeah.
father would not go in my favor.
From the corner of your eye, you do see that 500-foot waterfall. Just saying. She says, everything will be fine, Zenny. Or should I say, Zenithras, the desert's final bloom.
Okay, can you roll a little, like, sense motive on that?
Yeah, sure. Let's
I've
see.
completely broken my computer's access to the internet at this point.
Damn, you going through a time over there. You are going through a time over there. All right, let's see what we could do here. Trying to find it. Okay. Let's see here. Target thingy. Sense motive. Plus 16. Nice. Oh shit. So Zenny. Congrats on your natural 20. Yeah, it's gonna probably kill everyone. Everyone here is probably once you guys are out of public eye. Once she has you in a safer look, she's probably going to say, we should probably move this to a safer location where we could sort everything out. Once she has you there, she's probably going to kill everybody. Also, if she knows about you and your father and your relationship with Gideon Sharp, she's definitely made sure that she has gathered as much information about everybody, meaning that she might have leverage against everybody gathered here. So she says to you, it's dark and it's wet and it's loud. We should move this someplace safe where we can sort out all the details.
Right.
Now, you don't have a way, I don't think, to convey this information to the others subtly, right?
Bella's cheerfully like, yeah, man, I'm really beat up. I'd love to get somewhere dry.
Yeah, she says, of course, Bellinora, and we'll get you something to eat, something warm to drink. Come.
I mean, while this conversation is going on, Walter probably would have looked for Phoebe because she was on the ship and can collaborate all the stuff that happened really smoothly.
Yeah, so your B team, again, was on the other side of the river.
We didn't converge after time.
Well, I asked if there was anything that you guys wanted to do. They definitely didn't want to try to swim a river at the edge of a 500-foot waterfall after the ordeal that they went through.
Oh.
Yeah. They either left or stayed based on if they saw you leaving or staying.
Okay. I think I assumed that they were going to reconverge if enough time had passed. Well, the crocodile has a swim speed.
You guys, yeah, but the crocodile again is across the river with your BC Malice. Oh, you mean if they would have come over to you?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure, that makes sense. If you wanted to motion them over, they would have swam over via the crocodile.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. Good thinking. So they will be with you. All right, so I gotta ask, who goes with the Duchess? And who tries to flee, or do we need to set up one last combat encounter? Question mark.
Okay.
I would go with.
You're gonna go with?
Well, I would go with whoever is most injured, I guess.
Okay.
Trying to patch them up.
It probably would be me.
Well,
All right.
No, I have
Chalky Milk in a new job. This is great.
I mean, they're all pretty beat to shit. You got Beyond
Yeah.
Bloodied, Beyond Bloodied, Beyond Bloodied
Yeah.
on 3 of your remaining, and you're near death.
Yeah.
And your B team, despite not being able to be killed because they're B team, they're beat to shit. They explained to you that they went to help you guys, but a door, as they opened the door to the area they were in, they saw like a hallway, they saw a staircase. The door bent outwards, and then 12 robot firefighters began pouring out, and they spent the entire time fighting those 12 fucking robots. And as a necromancer, Parsus was really upset because none of his spells were good for fighting robots, like Cloud Kill and Turn a Living Creature Inside Out spell and all that, and that nothing was working. It was a really bad situation. But they grudgingly admit that Parsus's magic, and he had this weird like Pokeball thing where he would throw like a metal orb on the ground and it would turn into like an undead robot. That kind of turned the tide and kept him going. At one point, when things got real bad, Vashon Gattleby like ran up the stairs to try and find Bella, and then they hadn't seen him until just now. Look at how tidy it was. All right, so Vashon, if he was young, he would definitely have run away. But since he is old, he goes with you, Bella. All right.
I'm going off the assumption that with the presence of Boomer and Phoebe, things are going to be
Uh-huh.
all right. So I go with.
Okay. Boomer, who really looked like he wanted to leave, he stays.
Take a
Tid,
glance
who looks
in
like she
my-
really wanted to leave, seeing she's going to go with you, Walter, and she walks up and she holds your hand tight. Give it a squeeze. Sir Gideon Sharp looks at you, Zenny, and says, come on, let's get you out of those dynamites and into some dry clothes. Remember, I'm here with you. I'll vouch for you. I'll keep you safe. If you need a lawyer, I'll hire you, the best in the city. I'll even bring in my lawyer from Martell. He's better than anyone here.
Alright, well, I'll go in to like hug him, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And then when I'm hugging him, I'll say, they're gonna kill every last one of us if we go with them.
Right. He stiffens.
We know too much. When the horse appears, get on it and we ride.
Okay. I'm gonna need you
I
to
have a
give me.
miniature horse in my inventory, right?
Let me check. Go ahead and give me. Oh, you're not logged in, but I'm gonna have you do a diplomacy, because you are asking this guy to trust you, a woman he admittedly just met, but has sort of had a crazy relationship with and fallen in love with and saved his life, versus the government that he serves and knows and has made his life pretty cushy. So we're gonna throw that diplomacy out. You're a master at diplomacy. Oh shit! All right, with a 39, Sir Gideon Sharp is willing to throw it all away.
Right off into the sunset.
I think we know a lot of Asterion fans out there that would also throw their entire lives away for him. So, all right, that's fine. That's fine. And you were checking for a miniature horse, you said?
I believe I do.
All right, you do have a marvelous miniature horse that was a 13 gold item. Every marvelous miniature. It's one Pac-Man manipulate. When activated, this miniature transforms into a horse. The horse can attack user actions, but otherwise uses all statistics of a riding horse. Follows your basic commands. The horse doesn't need to eat or drink, and after 8 hours, all right. So you are on an island of stone in the middle of the river. Are you gonna ride it straight off the?
Is it?
Are you gonna ride it off the waterfall? Be dope as hell. Be dope as hell. But I don't know if it's the best move.
Maybe I don't really think that riding off a waterfall is a good idea. So we gotta go with them and then make the horse when we're at the safer location they want to take us to, which probably isn't going to be on a cliff.
Okay, I got you.
I feel like we're already in a good place to kill us, to be honest. I don't really know why we're going so well.
All right. I guess the question then is, do you go or do you try to run?
Well, we're just like up on the island, right? So
Yeah. Well, I'm saying you, narratively, you yourself could escape right now, but you'd have to leave Gideon behind. There's no way he could keep up with you. But with all your skills and abilities and all that, you could evade them.
Alright. Then, as I break the hug, I'll say, go with them. I'll come back for you.
Oh, shit.
And I'll leave to become a domestic terrorist.
Okay, so you run and then you leap off the fucking waterfall. And then
Tell
when
them
someone...
that if
he
anything happens to you, then they know where this pirate knight is going.
Oh, shit. Okay. So as you leap off the edge, he runs after you, but you're so much faster than him. He gets to the edge, he looks down, and there's nothing.
Yeah. Look, that Jericho is a big part of this character at this point. Like, the explosions they call to us.
Oh my gosh.
Pirate
Alright.
Knight.
So as you leap over the side and vanish, Sir Gideon Sharp drops to his knees. He lets out a cry into the night. He's gathered up and brought with the others to a second location.
La-di-da-di-da, blissful monologue.
All right.
Jeez, I wonder why Zenny ran away.
So you guys are moved. You guys are moved to a government safe house nearby. It is a rundown sort of convenience store on the outside, but it is a well fortified like bunker on the inside. They make everyone hot coffee, and there are donuts. And somebody stopped on the way there and grabbed a couple of rotisserie chickens from a late night stall. As you sit and eat and drink, Duchess Trietta Ricia, with her entourage of badass guards that you would bring in, for such a mission, she says, "Now that you're all here, I need to know, what is the Pirate Knight situation?"
Well,
You saw Zenny.
there's that. But there are the people who recreated it, who did escape.
So there's that.
I personally would like to see the Pirate Knight not cause any more harm than it already has. And I'd be happy to head efforts to mitigate that damage. And I'd also be happy to further develop Pirate Knight for the Alkenstar government, should we be able to find an amenable relationship.
Ooh, nice angle, nice angle. Nice. Vashon says, "I don't want to be some bitch to the government ever again. But if that's what you want, I'll help. I'll bring this brilliant brain, this massive thought organ to work." Stu says, "Your father would be so disappointed. A dog of the government. Could you have possibly fallen any further? It would have been better if your bones had been compressed in the black hole phenomenon that took the ship."
That was harsh even by your standards, Stu, but heard. She looks up at the Duchess to see her reception. Can I get...
Okay. All right, yeah, I would like from you a diplomacy. This is definitely diplomacy.
I have no more hero points.
And do a sense motive for this conversation.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Okay. Yeah, you can give me a sense motive, a blind sense motive. Against the Duchess, is that the...
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. Okay. You are not exactly sure what's going on with the Duchess right now. All right, she just is listening to everyone's answers. Okay. If you want the NPCs to speak before you or for you, just let me know as I kind of move through all the people. It's only 2 more of you. So Walter, do you have anything to say? Do you want NPCs to speak on your behalf? Do you want to wait to go after the NPCs?
I'll wait, because he's just in the back of this room with a cup of coffee, just watching and observing everyone in the room.
Okay. So Potato. Hold on. I'm gonna ask Ketrin. Do you want to go before NPCs, after NPCs? You want an NPC to speak for you?
I can I can go ahead and go. Basically,
Okay.
Ketrin's just gonna say, look, it's not my business what you do with it. I got children to take care of. I gotta track them down. My orphanage needs a new roof. I got a lot on my plate. Well, with also being dead and all.
Okay. Her eyes narrow. She takes your measure. She knows your reputation. A woman who lives and dies by the truth of her words. Go ahead and give me a diplomacy.
I get a +1 circumstance bonus because I'm telling the truth.
Hell yeah.
Oh, it's +2. Sorry.
Nice,
My
nice.
bad.
Okay.
Yeah. Still not that great.
Okay. She listens to your words and she nods. Okay. And she says, of course, there's so many displaced children in our city need help. It's a crime that your orphanage was not receiving proper government funding. I'll make sure it's taken care of moving forward.
I'll just nod at her.
She gives you a look, right? And in
Mhm.
that moment, you know this scenario because you have done this to some of the kids in your care, where you want them to know that they are grounded and that you are watching them very closely, but that they are still allowed to play with the other kids and have dinner and like they're not like incarcerated, right? But
Yeah.
they're definitely under house arrest, right? Like, is definitely the vibe that you get. That you can return to your life, and the government will definitely be helping your orphanage. And there'll probably be new employees showing up, appointed by the government, that will be helping you take care of the orphanage. And those same employees will probably be keeping track of you to make sure that you don't get up to any shenanigans.
I mean, long as they don't hurt my kids, probably eventually I'm going to end up tethered to the orphanage, so I can't anyway.
Fair enough. All right. Walter, you're waiting it out. See what happens. Okay. Potato says,
Potato does not know anything about Pyronite. Potato is good at throwing boxes. I throw many boxes on the ship at the robots, and I help save Smile Lady and her wife. So, Potato is hero and would like criminal record stricken. Potato is no longer an eco-terrorist. Potato will work at orphanage as gardener.
all right, Potato's going to try and deliver diplomacy. Let's see. So their diplomacy is coming in at a 14. Let's see what happens. Okay. All right. Let's see. Sydney remains quiet. Sir Gideon Sharp says, Duchess, it's good to see you well. And she looks at him and says, and you, Sir Gideon Sharp. You're one of the only nobles that made it off of the ship. I have quite a political crisis on my hand with the death of the Dwarven Prince. Apparently, His body has not been found, though people do say that they saw Valskov Anag Uranak on the ship. And Ketrin, you call to mind his handsome, youthful visage and his very fashionable fade mohawk.
Yeah, he can take care of himself.
Yeah. He says, I would like to speak for Zenny. I know that she is a vampire and apparently a criminal. She told me she was an agent working for the government. Is that not true? And Phoebe looks over at the Duchess as if to say, yeah, is that not true? And the Duchess says, of course, she's a valuable government asset. But she has caused yet another political crisis for me. Apparently, she's a wayward princess from our neighbors to the south. As you know, we are more heavily affiliated with Nex than we are with Geb. Puts a lot of pressure on me to have apparently two Bloodlord heirs go missing after a terrorist crisis in my city. It's unfortunate that she didn't come with me. I had every intention of returning her to her father.
Oh yeah, she didn't want that. She's been trying to get away from him. So yeah.
Well, she
I
is
get why she ran away.
apparently a political refugee, and that is the law. I would have to take her into custody and return her, or risk war with Geb.
Probably for the best she ran off then. That way you can look for her.
So Sir Gideon Sharp
and you
says,
can-
so you weren't going to kill her and everyone in this room? And Phoebe looks really uncomfortable, and Boomer looks really uncomfortable, and Forrester looks around like, the fuck did you just say? and then Vashon says, I knew it! And then the Duchess says, well, it doesn't have to go that way. And you hear Sir Gideon. Yeah, you see, you hear Sir Gideon Sharp swallow hard. You see his Adam's apple work that swallow down, and he says, "Ma'am, is this how things are done in Alkenstar?" And she looks at him like, "Are you fucking stupid?" And she says, "Keeping this duchy safe is a messy business, Sir Gideon Sharp. In the same way that building a post-it note empire is messy." And he looks shifty-eyed, and she says, "Do you think that the government didn't know about the illegal inks you were using? That killed 27 of your child laborers?"
Ketrin turns and glares.
And Sir Gideon Sharp says, they were dwarven children. I thought they could handle it." Damn.
Bro, you shouldn't have said it.
And the Duchess says, "Perhaps you should sit down, have another muffin, freshen your coffee." And he does. All right, Boomer says, "Hey, I did everything right, okay? I did everything I was asked to do. And even though I'm an explosives expert, I'm also on the same partnership team with with Bella and Vashon. I mean, Vashon's not long for this world anyway, so Bella's gonna need my help. And I love the government, and I want to help them with this. I want to be on the R&D team. I want to be a part of this bright future for the city. I don't need to die."
Bell just pats him reassuringly.
All right, he will attempt his plus 14 diplomacy. All right, his groveling is so intense that you guys are moved emotionally by it. Maybe uncomfortably so. Maybe uncomfortably so. All right. Phoebe says, I know at first we brought them on board as a bit of an experiment. We wanted to use them as bait. We wanted to use them to get under Lovelace and Muglin's skin. Keep them on their back foot, as it were. Something about them, it just drives people crazy. And Duchess, I would say that it worked. Not only did it work, but they, through a series of strange and unusual events, ended up being the only agents we had at the end. I slipped up. They took my wife and I went to get her and I got caught. I would have died on that ship. They saved me. And they saved the city. And they even minimized the damage to the falls and the screw. You could write whatever narrative you want about this, and I'm sure the city will be stronger for it. The Duchess says, I can't write whatever narrative I want because we don't have a confirmed dead Lovelace. We don't know everyone that she was working with and if some of them escaped from the ship. We can only assume that her next collaborator was able to escape. The individual known as Parsis, wayward bloodlord heir and serial killer, is on the loose. And the worst of all of them, the most heinous villain to have ever set foot in my duchy, still roams free. The camera cuts to Stack the Deck, moving along the riverside at the base of the waterfall, and then cuts back to the Duchess. And she says, there will be work to do. And I will need your help, Phoebe. I assume your aid and loyalty remains intact. And Phoebe's like, of course, ma'am. Of course. All right. So she looks over at you, Walter, and at Sydney. Well, two illegal gun runners, both skilled in the creation of munitions, having been wrapped up in this, I can only assume you're now a loose end. Are you able to convince me otherwise?
He'll stare at her, kind of sip his coffee. After the multiple hells that we had to go through, trying to track down the people who created Pyronite, misuse it, and prevent it from detonating on this city, if you're still going to take a knife and stab it in our necks, you'll kind of look at Phoebe and look back at the Duchess. Then you're not the lady I thought you were. Even though we were criminals, we could have easily just turned and walked away from all of this, but, well, we put ourselves through a whole shitstorm trying to protect the city that we love. And he just stares at her.
Okay. Sydney is going to try to assist you on this with an underworld lore check. of which she is an expert. Right. You need to give me, unless you can think of something else, a diplomacy. But you will have, wow, what is that? Expert gives a +3 bonus, I think. On a crit success? Alright, so with a +3 circumstance, unless you say otherwise, I need a diplomacy.
All I got is a diplomacy with
All right.
+10, with that +3 to a +13.
Okay.
So 23.
Okay. She says, that is true. I suppose we'll just need to keep an eye on you for a little while. All right. Unless you guys have anything else to say, we will met out the outcomes of this social encounter.
Is it too late for Stack to come back and pose a rescue mission?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. You don't know where they are. There's guards. You're beat to shit. Yeah, it's definitely, you're in a different part of the city. You made your choice to leave. You must live by your choice. All right, so we'll start with Ketrin. Ketrin, you are excused of all crimes. They published a newspaper article about your kind soul that even after death would not give up on the city or its children, and that you weren't an evil cannibal nun.
Thanks.
You return to the orphanage. It receives quite a bit of funding. All the repairs that you needed done are taken care of. The medical bills for the children are taken care of. The children receive a stipend to attend school, because all the schools in Alkenstar you have to pay to attend. There's no free education. Yet they're pushing for it. They're pushing for government education because they think that might be a good idea. It works really well in Geb for nationalization. So they're thinking maybe. But they
Also,
do.
rumors of some place in the Wongi Expanse that has government school.
Meh. We don't need all that. Magic school here, that'd be the worst decision ever.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. You do get some additional employees that are tied to the government grants. You might be familiar with this practice.
Yeah.
Yes. Overall, it sets you up for a pretty happy ending, assuming you don't mind being babysat by the government for a few decades.
I mean, as long as they don't hurt my kids, it doesn't bother me.
All right, fantastic.
Free labor.
All right, Bella, you, Vashon, and Boomer essentially work for the government under house arrest. So you're not allowed to leave the city without filling out a ton of papers, and then you do have government escort when you do.
All for their own protection, of course.
Right, because you're valuable assets to the government. All right, Walter, you and Sydney are thrown in jail. But not executed. So, since you didn't die, you may have to build a prison break into your exposition story for how you got from this campaign to Stolen Fate.
Is there a certain duration on the sentence, or?
And it's basically you're awaiting trial, but the government's in disarray right now, so it might take a while to get your trial scheduled. You know what I'm saying?
I see.
Oops, the paperwork was lost.
Yeah. But it's not the end of the world. At least you guys are together.
Are we? Or do they have different cells for male and females?
Well, they sent you to the real bad prison for supervillains.
Can't let you talk to anyone.
Yeah. It'll be okay. Everything will be fine. All right. So Zenny, as you fling yourself over the waterfall, I'm assuming you grab onto the edge. You have as you fall, and then sort of press yourself up against the ledge, and then sort of escape into the darkness of the night, which sets you up for whatever epilogue you see fit. Stack the deck. As you are kind of leaving the scene, you sort of head to the lower part of the city to kind of get some real distance, because there's always more police in the upper part of the city. As you are going along the side of the river, up ahead, you see Deputy Angelique Lovelace. She is soaking wet, and there is a body at her feet. It is handsomely muscled and furred. She seems to be checking it for signs of life. She looks up and sees you over the body of Thorn and says, well, of course you lived. You really are a menace.
Can't keep a good cat down.
And you do see her hand instinctively kind of reach for her gun.
No. Ain't no time for that. So, what's next? Plot spoiled. I'm out of a job. So.
She says, well, obviously I'm leaving the city. But Thorn here is too beat up, and he's too heavy. He's alive, but barely.
Oh.
As fate seems to see fit, he might have a chance after all. And with her boot, she kind of rolls him over towards you, and he's just blah, and his muscle opens, his tongue lolls out, and his breathing is real ragged. And she says, "I love him, but where I'm going, I wouldn't want to drag him through that."
Where are you going, Angela?
I lost my way. I lost my way in here. I gave in to a part of myself I thought I had buried. But now I know. Hold on. I'm gonna have to mute this adorable puppy talk in the background. Hold on. Mute. Okay. All right. She says, I gave in to a part of myself that I thought I had buried a long time ago. But kind of like you, the worst things in the world don't stay buried. They need killing. And that's what I intend to do. I'm gonna go kill a part of myself that should have died a long time ago. And she turns away, starts to walk away. Do you try to fight her, try to kill her, try to stop her?
Oh,
let her
no,
go.
I let her go. Like, don't let me see you again around here, causing trouble. And you know how to find me.
All right. And she walks off into the night, leaving a unconscious, mostly dead Thorn in your care. When he rouses, the injuries he's taken, and the wild magic, his memory is all scrambled and messed up. It's like Cloud from Final Fantasy VII if he was a tall, muscled white gnoll. All right. And with all that sorted, I want to hear them epilogues. I know we only have 1 minute left in the session, but I'd really want to hear your epilogues. Can everybody stick around? Let's have Ketcher go first because they have a brunch that they're doing. I'll unmute them so we can hear what they. Ketcher, you still there? Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
I'm here. Okay. Ketrin's is pretty straightforward. You can guess. I mean, she stays at her orphanage, taking care of her children, and as time goes on, the centuries pass. Ultimately, the day-to-day running is taken over by an actual alive person, and Ketrin takes naps sometimes for decades, and she disappears for a little while. She becomes more of a rumor, but she still maintains her favorite thing is that she will absolutely pop out of the wall whenever a child misbehaves. She terrorizes them, until eventually, like I said, it's we might even be up to a millennium at this point. We might be up to 1,000 years, but Alkenstar has finally instituted public education and a foster care system, and there's no need for an orphanage anymore. There's peace and happiness in all the land, and finally, Catherine Scott disappears and tells her she can go home and rest, and she is taken. I don't know, to dwarf heaven.
Fantastic. Good stuff. I love it. All right, and thus ends the adventures of Mother Ketrin. Nice. All right. Who's up next? I want to hear those epilogues.
Hello.
What? Who said that?
I can do next.
Okay. All right.
Alright. So, I reckon that Zenny hangs out in the underworld of Alkenstar for a bit there, but eventually finds Pathas. And together they head off to Gab to put these 5 sticks of the real good stuff Pyronite to good use. And they blow their family home to Kingdom Come.
Oh man, I love it.
And they just watch that smoldering crater with satisfaction.
That's good stuff right there. That's good stuff.
And it probably causes a major international incident, because I'm guessing that only Alkenstar does have Pyronite at that point, and a house of a bloodlord and Geb just blew up too.
Oh yeah. Also Parsons had clockwork undead on guard duty and stuff, and then he set them loose on the firefighting squad and stuff like that. Yeah. So he also made sure to tattoo some of the undead, so that it was property of the Alkenstar government, stuff like that. So.
Zenny wasn't trying to make it one, but she doesn't stop him,
Right?
But she'll become adept in clockwork undead herself, I think. Because she stole his notes.
Oh man, phenomenal. Love it. Okay. All right. Who's next? Anybody? Or I'm gonna call on someone then. Fine. All right. Hey, Aaron. Don't think I won't call on you. All right. Walter, what's your epilogue? Your epilogue can include a prison break. I mean, we're outside of the main campaign now.
It's not going to be a prison break. He's actually going to propose a deal. He's a trained scout. He's a trained bounty hunter. He's a trained marksman. So, if he and Sydney are granted release, he will work for the government as a trained marksman.
Oh.
And if there are certain people that need to be hunted down, then so be it.
Okay. Your first target is Stack the Deck.
Yeah, I mean, if I'm able to find him, I can shoot from about 300 feet away.
Okay.
But I think I will gonna roll a dice. Odds this is an actual shot, evens he intentionally misses just to as a warning shot to stack. Oh, that's an
Oh,
actual shot
dang.
then.
Okay. All right. So we will say that you do at one point find Stack. You do shoot him, but with your luck lately, it's not the critical gunshot that you needed, and so Stack evades, escapes, survives, and the hunt continues.
When he does get back to Alkenstar,
Oh, they don't want you to come back until you kill Stack.
okay. All right. Well, I guess I'm just hunting Stack then.
Okay.
That's it.
I will say this: you and Sydney do not work as a team. Sydney is basically moved to the weapons development and robotics division of the government. But don't worry, she's totally safe. And when you come back with Stack the Deck, you could tell her all about it.
All right.
Without a sense motive, you understand that she is definitely the government's collateral against you. Alright, so you two are released from Ironhold Asylum. You become an assassin for the government, sent to track down and kill your former teammate. And then your love interest / savior is under house arrest with the government. Okay. Let's see. Alright. Okay, Stack. What's your epilogue? Keeping in mind that you did get shot by a teammate who's apparently hunting you down.
Okay.
You are keenly aware that the Alkenstar Duchy government is after you.
So Stack goes underground to, keep up the bounty and keep up the his shenanigans for as long as he can to run up those numbers for Felix. And in all the while, he has to make sure Thorn is not dying, as he tries to remind him of all the stuff that they've been up to. Maybe they gloss over the grisly details, but it's hey, you reminding him of all the times that they've had run-ins with the law, that you chased me down, I chased you down, and such and forth. And one day they're catching up with Felix, updating him on the the Stack the Deck bounty's gotten so big, maybe time to leverage it to stage a capture, so he could collect the bounty, and then Stack could bounce again and run it back up again. And during this meeting, he feels a hot fiery sensation in his shoulder as he touches it, and he's bleeding. It's ooh, that's no good. And he snaps around to see Walter in a far off building as he almost collapses out of the bar table. It's you think you know somebody.
And as you say, and so you think you know somebody, you realize that Felix has led you into a trap. Because that's a great idea, setting you up for a capture so that he could keep the reward. He's okay with that. You left a lot of unpaid debt, Stack, and he's going to collect one way or the other. And we could. You want to leave it on? You want to leave it unresolved there? Audience will never know what happened. Did you make it out or not?
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Okay. Nice. So yeah, when you say that, as you clutch your wound and you say and you say you never really know somebody, Felix looks down at you and says, "You took the words right out of my mouth." And then just from every possible entryway to the bar. Just fucking armed guards are just like with guns, just like rushing in, and then that's where your epilogue will leave off unresolved.
Oh, spicy. Spicy.
But I mean, it'll be resolved in like what, a week and a half when we do the first session of Stolen Fate. But still, I like that. That's good. That's good shit. That's good shit. All right, finally, Bellinora. What is Bellinora's epilogue?
Okay. Bella, obviously,
It goes without saying that unless you find a cure ASAP, Vashon will just die of old age. So,
yeah. I mean, well, there's literally nothing I can do about that. It's
Okay,
just,
all right.
it's
We'll
the
just kind of
circumstances.
temper your situation,
Yeah,
knowing that he's
fine.
gonna die. Okay.
It's fine. Everything's fine.
Okay.
So, Bella, she enters as the leader of this R&D organization within the Alkenstar government. She invests most of her assets into tracking down the 2 scientists that recreated the formula. I don't know if she'd find them, but she would try. And then, she tried to either take them under her, instruction or, the Alkenstar way. And then from there, she would continue. She would, at that point, probably realize that she's now a Gebite war criminal due to the actions of Zenny, because he is associated with Pyronite. Whatever, like father, like daughter. It's not the first time. And then from there, she would obviously have to double down in order to quell the animosity between Geb and Alkenstar. So she would develop the first payload for the Maw of Rovagug containing Pyronite, which kind of settles things for a bit for the city, gives them a greater sense of security. And once she's kind of fulfilled her role in the development of Pyronite, she then...
Of making Galarian's first non-magical nuke, okay?
Yeah. Hey, listen, if the magic users get to like...
Yeah, no, it's good. Keep going, keep going. I love
Desert.
it. I love it. Keep going, keep going.
So then, from there, she kind of completes her objective of developing Pyronite, and still has this R&D department that she then uses to research the process of crossing between planes. And that's kind of where we leave her. Maybe even at the moment of a great breakthrough, where she's like, "I figured it out," and that's where we leave Bella.
Woo. All right. I love it. Congratulations. You have completed Outlaws of Alkenstar. Is there any particular NPC you want to hear an epilogue about? Or do we just roll credits and then I'll just hang out for a little bit and answer any questions you had about the campaign? Or, you guys could just be like, I'm out, and head out into your lives. So, are there any epilogue questions? Oh, all right, sweet. So you are free. Your Saturday morning / afternoon have been returned to you. And then yeah, if you guys want to hang out for a little bit, I could definitely hang out for a bit and answer any questions about the adventure. Otherwise, it's been a pleasure. This and the other Outlaws game were my first attempts at running Pathfinder 2e. You guys were very patient with me. We didn't get everything right, but I think that it was really fun, and I really loved your characters. I loved the dynamics between them. I loved the decisions that you made and the way that you navigated the story. Running this game concurrently with the Sunset Group and it being such a strongly linear game, it was very interesting to see the deviations in the routes taken and the interactions with those routes between the two groups. So it's been a very enjoyable and interesting experience for me, and I hope that it was a fun time for you guys. And I know a lot of you, this was either your first Pathfinder game, or you were new to Pathfinder versus years and years of 5e. So I know that there was definitely some growing pains there, but I think in the end, I would say that you guys really got this shit down by the end of the campaign. Like, really living and breathing and working within that action, that Pac-Man action economy. So I saw some really amazing and interesting things that I think meant a lot more in this very strict rule set and very strict action economy than if they had happened in 5e. So Yeah, it was good. It was really good. And that's that. That's that.
Well, yeah, it was a great game. Thank you so much for running it.
Yeah, no, it was great.
Hooray.
So I gotta ask you guys, what did you think of Outlaws of Alkenstar as a adventure? Like, what was your?
I really
was
like the setting. I really
Yeah,
like
love it.
I like the setting and the mood.
Mhm.
I loved
for the
every
compliments- sorry.
I loved every single part of the story. The only one that kind of wavered on me was the Cradle of Courts, which
Yep.
kind of like you needed a reason to go out into the desert, and they're like,
Not
"Why?
really,
how do
though.
how do we get them to experience the Mana Waste?" And
Yeah.
they kind of gave us that. I think that if it had been such a death trap, it's probably would have been a little bit more fun.
I think
Oh, yeah.
I think the problem with that is it definitely stemmed from a lack of communication between writing teams. Do you know what I'm saying? Because like in book 3, you go to the gunworks, so like they could have just had at the end of book 2, you were traveling to the gunworks by airship, and then it got taken out of the
Yeah.
sky, and then you
Yeah.
had to travel through the, and then, but I still, as a person who ran it twice and didn't understand why it was there when I was prepping it, the Cradle of course made absolutely no sense to me. And if I ever ran this again, I would completely revise like book 2. Yeah. I loved the airship part. I thought the airship was really
that was
cool.
amazing.
Yeah,
Yeah, the
but
airship was neat.
yeah,
I was
the
gonna say
Cradle, the
same
Cradle of
thing,
courses, yeah.
that book 2 just seemed like filler.
Yeah.
It
Like
seemed
we-
just
like
we could have
we're-
gone
we're-
from book 1 to book 3.
Yeah, well, like Martell's right there, right? They could have had you guys do like a big bank robbery, right? So you had a little Western, deposit kind of bank robbery as your first mission, but then in book 2 you could have done like a big deal, like bank robbery in Martell, because that would have been a cool thing to do. Someone suggested having a train dungeon, right? So like
Yes.
you guys,
Yes.
you guys would have,
Yeah.
you guys would have had to do something on a train. Like all of those would have been a lot cooler than Cradle of Courts. The only saving grace is that Cradle of Courts did set up, for me at least, a way to chain this into Stolen Fate. So
One thing is I really liked the first encounter with the bank heist and the escape stuff. I wish there was more of that.
Yeah.
yeah,
Like planning a bank heist and all that stuff. I wish there was just like
Yeah, the Scout
More-
Route game was fun. Like,
yeah. Well, there was that Scout route did come back with the whole rescuing the guy who was being executed for crimes he had committed. For basically being a witness of a crime or whatever. But yeah, I went into this thinking it was going to be like Grand Theft Auto, like Western Steampunk Edition, and it was not. And so it was the same feeling of playing like Dragon Heist, and you find out the heist already happened when you showed up.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, spoilers for Dragon Heist. The heist already happens before you do the adventure. You don't actually heist the dragon. The dragon's already been heisted.
It's not that the political intrigue isn't good. It was just like if they replaced the political intrigue with more heists, I thought it would be like
Yeah,
a little
more
on
more
brand.
crime. Yeah, more crime. More crime would have been good. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Again, I loved the theme. Also, I loved the theme like a lot. Early 1920s steampunk America thrown into Galarian. It just felt really cool and unique. I thought the wild magic stuff really like cemented why magic was illegal and why people weren't doing it. Overall it definitely felt like a unique flavor. But then it was like, why are we doing this book 2 nonsense? Like, what is going on here? Okay. All right. Anybody else? Any thoughts on the adventure?
Well, I guess it's like, why was book 3 so plot dense?
Again, Paizo's in the bad habit of either having a 3-book adventure or a 6-book adventure, and this has been since they came out as a company. This is the same shit would happen in Pathfinder 1. And you wouldn't have the same writers on each book. And so you'd get different quality through the different books, and you'd get different vibes, right? Because different writers approach things differently. And you can always feel that It's very much like the 5e adventure compilations, like Salt Marsh and Yawning Portal, and I guess there's like Spiral Staircase or some shit, where they're written by different people, and if you want them to feel like a cohesive campaign, you do have to read everything and then rewrite it to kind of match a tone throughout. But one of the challenges I set for myself when I ran this was to not do that. Like, because I've never really run an adventure like as raw as possible. And so like it was painful at times to like run the adventure the way it was written, because I didn't agree with how it was written, and I didn't think that it was good in some places, but I really wanted to stick to that, running it, you know, as written kind of thing. I'll probably never do that again, because I do think this campaign really missed some big opportunities, and then it did have that sort of disjointed, like book 1 felt radically different from book 2, and then book 3 felt radically different from the other 2. So it was just like, yeah, I would say book 3 was definitely my favorite of the 3. I like the pacing in book 3. I like the things that you had to do in book 3. I thought the stakes were really high. I thought the monsters were really cool. I mean, there's just a lot of good stuff going on. And in many ways, it did feel like the direct upgrade to book 1. And then you just had book 2, which had a really strong airship thing, and then nothing else. Like, nothing else in 2 was very interesting, was very engaging, and also just kind of felt like, why is this here? So, yeah. But overall, it's not the worst adventure I've ever run. I do think there were some real high points. The ship, I think, was such a cool final dungeon. I was really happy about the ship as a final dungeon, because that felt really good to have those different floors, and there's different objectives, and there's different ways to approach it and do it and all that. So I really liked that quite a bit.
Yeah, I love the way that they planned for the bomb to move around. It was scary as hell, but that was really fun.
Yes, yeah, I was very surprised reading the prep for it that they even went in and had like tile modifiers for the floor to, like, you know, swap out the map for this. Now that's got a hole in the floor. Yeah, there's some really cool stuff, and they were definitely banking on plot armor to make sure that boat got teleported, because there was official art of the boat at the top of the waterfall in the adventure. So they were very confident that they had made it impossible for you guys to stop the boat from being teleported. In fact, I put the teleportation runes on the bottom of the boat. There weren't even teleportation runes for you guys to interact with. It was like 0% you were going to stop it from teleporting. You would have to kill Ebrium in his sleep. That would be the only way to stop it from happening. And I created a number of ways that you could have stopped it, but it just didn't happen. The chances of preventing him from doing it were super duper low. And in the written adventure, I'd say they were non-existent. Yeah. Okay.
I have a dumb question.
Yeah, what's up?
In the junkyard, there was a metal box of mysterious origin. What was it for?
It was outside the scope of this adventure.
Right. Okay.
Yep. It was one of those things that, like, it doesn't matter what's inside the box, because it's outside the scope of this adventure.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, I got a fun one for you. When Ketrin was checking the timer, she got a critical failure. You actually had like 5 more rounds.
What?
Yeah, I was supposed to give misinformation, so I was like, this will be pretty tense. We'll say 3 more rounds. But yeah, you had a lot more rounds than that. Also, the ship being destroyed was a triggered event. So the ship being destroyed would trigger off of when the last bomb had been disarmed. So that just got moved up to match with you guys disarming the bomb. But yeah, if you hadn't made it this round, I was telling my wife when we were walking the dog last night, I was like, yeah, so like if for some reason they somehow don't disarm the bomb in time, it's going to be kind of awkward when they're like just waiting for it to end and I just roll into the next combat round and I don't say anything. But yeah, that's what happened there. In a way, her getting it wrong really motivated you guys to get the job done, though. I feel like if you had more time, you would have gotten yourselves killed. You know what I mean? So
Possibly.
it really, yeah, you guys got hyper focused there at the end. That was good. That was good. All right. Any other questions about the campaign? No? All right. Well, I hope all of you have a wonderful weekend. If you would like, we could try to schedule a time for, maybe an hour or so to meet up with the other group and talk about the campaign from both perspectives. I know we have in the extras category, Alkenstar Saloon, where the two groups are allowed to talk without spoilers, but it would be kind of cool to have everybody hang out and chit chat. Keep in mind, one of us is over in Europe, so that's 7 hours ahead. So it'd have to be something like a Saturday afternoon or something like that. But I'm definitely down to show up and hang out for a sort of Alkenstar book club if you guys are willing.
I think what I was only last to is when I first saw the shield marshals, I thought they're getting set up like Mega Man villains, where it's you have to each of them is gonna have their own boss battle or whatever, and you gotta get to them to get to the boss kind of setup.
Oh, well, sort of. The slime dude, Olaf, he was in the Hall of Secrets or whatever, right? So that was his area where you'd run into him. And then What's-Her-Face was in the Hall of Secrets also, Skedra. And then Boots was essentially a mini-boss before you go to rescue or kill or trade for Muglin. And Thorn was sort of a random encounter kind of guy. He would just sort of pop up every once in a while, throughout the world, to do stuff. So it was very much, it wasn't really designed in a Mega Man way. If you were running this more like a Grand Theft Auto kind of thing, I could definitely see that as Shield Marshal Thorn's in charge of this part of the city, and Shield Marshal Skedrick's in charge of this part of the city. You could definitely set it up like that. But yeah, they were really just, people doing their jobs. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. All right. Well, enjoy your weekend. Enjoy your lives. Congratulations on finishing the campaign. I'm sorry it wasn't a super happy ending, that there was a corrupt government that you were working for, that it turned out it was a corrupt government, and they did corrupt government stuff at the end, but that's generally what happens when you work with corrupt government. So yeah, it's all good. I think it's mostly a happy ending. Mostly a happy ending. Not too happy, pretty happy. Ketron had a happy ending.
Okay.
Story's not over yet.
That's true. For many of you, the story's not over. So I think for the people that are not continuing, which is Ketron and Zenny, I think they both got pretty happy endings in their epilogues. So, yeah. All right, sweet. I'm going to head out. Hope you guys have a good weekend, and I'll see you around the Discord.
All right.
Thanks for
The
running.
install date.
And thanks everyone for tuning in. Catch you next time.
Bye bye.